into some collegiate Valorant. We're going to go right into Breeze here. I'm Crow. I'm joined by Max today. And, you know, we're just going to bring you some fun games. It's a best of 5, but we are getting to the end of the bracket. So, UT Dallas up against TAMU. And I'm interested to see how it's going to shake out.
Yeah, I'm looking to make these guys just a little bit more sad that they have to live in College Station.
Stop, they're already suffering. They're already suffering.
Yeah, I think the #1 attraction in College Station is a chicken restaurant.
Oh, I was going to say the #1 attraction in College Station is people being like, yeah, I had to go to College Station.
is the highway out of college.
It's real. We didn't even really analyze these comps or anything, but you know what? Looking at it now, Viper on Breeze, of course it is, and this brave soul on Chamber. For anyone who has not seen the Chamber nerfs, he's in a rough spot right now. They changed up Rendezvous, they changed up Headhunter, they changed up his ult, they changed up the little guy. I never remember what he's called.
I call him the tripwire.
Yeah, he is a tripwire, I guess. But all of these things have had very major changes. Chamber is not going to play the way we've seen him play in the past, and I'm very interested to see how he is in fact going to be used at this level of play. So round starting out, Sarov finding that first pick.
Yeah, I'm a little bit convinced that Chamber's still going to be good. He just got used, so you never know. But he's just probably going to be played a little bit more passively with the way they changed all where he has to go. He only has one anchor, and he just teleports back into the middle of the anchor. And Noble going to pick up Brave there. That's a back in return for TAMU. And UTD is going to be pushing up onto the A side. Going to do a little bit of a split in Cyber. Cyber up the middle. Lamb is going to pick up Bill. KO diff. They're going to push onto site. Oh, Funny's going to get caught from behind. He didn't see the rotators. And the rotation is coming in now, but Bomb is planted. 3v3 and Sarah picks up Jet.
I mean, Lamb now in a very comfortable position here. We're going to see the snake bite come out from the side of TAMU. Not really finding a whole lot. Looks like that lineup may have missed just a little bit, but Lamb's still going to get dinked through this Viper wall. So, I mean, down to 12 HP, has now swapped spots with UTD Viper, but Lamb only needs 12 HP to find that kill onto Tayo. Damn, going to kill Aetha. So
Lamb
it is
versus Dam. Who's going to be the better one here? And Dam's going to pick it up. Unlucky. Lamb on 12 HP there. That unlucky dink through the Viper wall leads to him losing the round. He did have a crazy good shot though. Unfortunate that they're not able to close it out. But still, a bomb plant on the first round, not bad.
absolutely gonna see Dam once again set up. Look at the Bulldog buy. Gonna be setting up on the B site here. UTD kind of migrating A once again. Looks like Viper is going to be holding the bomb, but I think the push is ultimately going to be mid, seeing as both KO and Jet are stationed there. So it all depends. Grave might scout out B site. They know that Dam is most likely going to be playing there. Very common for Vipers to hold B. And a couple shots being exchanged, but most of UTD going to be pushing up mid.
Yeah, and it's more to note that UTD's composition is pretty defensive. I mean, they have 3 different ways of getting information on where somebody is. So it's very good for defense. Let's see how it goes on offense. Let's have it. But Noble is going to instantly pick up Bunny. That's not great. But the mid push is still there. UTD still has mid control. That being said, TAMU is definitely elected to let go of this mid control. They know that UTD is probably still going to pick up Lamb. AHS taking some pot shots at Viper. Not going to connect anything just yet. Still going to get peeked out. Bill is going to end up picking up Aetha. UTD is in a 2v5 or 2v4. Sarv is going to pick up Tio in return, and he's going to be pushing up towards a tunnel. I forget what it's called.
This is Nest. Oh, wait, well, Sarov is in Nest, but yeah, tunnel, hall. He's playing by wood doors though, because he is on that lower kind of aspect of it. But we can see the buy difference coming out from UTD here. It looks like there were at least 2 marshals, perhaps 3 on the side of TAMU, and then we also saw Dill holding onto that Spectre. Whereas most of UTD just, have their standard classics. A couple had a Ghost. Looked like Sarah bought the Marshal. And there was a Frenzy or 2. It is just Grave, who does not know that Dam is lurking with that Bulldog right behind him, and that is going to be the end of the round. They get the spike down, so I mean, that's a couple dollars in UTD's pocket. But ultimately, once again, this round going to go to TAMU.
Yeah, round goes to TAMU, but that's the anti-eco coming out there. They didn't invest too much. I mean, obviously they have the Bulldogs, the Vipers coming on that next round, but some of them should still be able to buy full. And you might still see like a full rifle on rifle round, even though they it's sort of half anti-eco, half buy type thing.
Yeah, I don't think it was a bad move by either side there. UT Dallas knew they were going to have a rough go on that push and just didn't put any money into it. So we're going to see, there we go, full rifle buy from UT Dallas. Looks like it's going to be a full Vandal buy. And then, you know, kind of a mixed buy coming out from TAMU here. We see the Marshal, we see the Stinger, but also the Sheriff.
Yeah, I was definitely wrong. They are not going to be going for the gun round. They're going to elect to see if they can just win this out. Sarv going to be instantly picked up by Dill there. That's not a great way to start the round, but UTD does have some semblance of mid pushing up. It looks like Bunny on the Cypher is already up a little bit in the hall.
Yeah, Tio going to be rotating back through spawn onto that A side. We see, as you said, Cypher playing in that hallway, and it looks like Lamb is going to drop back for the bomb here. A couple shots being exchanged. Looks like... Ooh, I do not know what is happening up at the end of hallway there, but it looks like Tio is like hanging out nest. And there it is. Bunny is going to end up going down. I saw them kind of scouting each other out.
Yeah,
but
he's behind this little box that's this little crate that's in there, and he was just trying to rat his way to getting a kill. And he did. He picked up Bunny, and now UTD is going to be trying to make a little desperation push towards B. They haven't thrown out any util. That being said, I think TAMU is a little bit aware here, and they're definitely aware now. UTD is going to be pushing in. Lamb gets instant-ding. Seeing full black, and so is Lamb as he goes down. It's now into a 2v4 or 2v5 situation for UTD. They're not pushed up, not in great positions, but Grave is going to pick up one. 8th is going to go down. Let's see if they know Dams here. Grave is going to go down too.
Once that Viper wall goes down, that is going to become so much harder for the last remaining member of UTD to reposition on that site, especially when there are 4 members of TAMU just kind of lurking around there. So if we're going to see the buy here, I'd imagine, yeah.
UTD dead broke.
UTD, no money. This is a Sheriff, Marshal, Stinger moment for them. Whereas look at TAMU sitting pretty, and it looks like Dam might actually just like that Bulldog. And you know what? All the power to them, because the rest of the team going to have Vandals.
Yeah, he's going to be sitting pretty on that money, waiting for a death to buy. I mean, he's still sitting on 0 kills, or 0 deaths, I mean. It's just, he's vibing over there on the B site. You know, Viper is just so good at controlling that site. Oh,
yeah, but
caster curse, let's go. Sarv going to pick up one, 8th picking up another. Sarv gets trade backed by KHS, but on this eco round, UTD is up 4-3, and they get the spike down. That being said, Viper is really low on the side of UTD. Gonna try to probably sit back and try not to get poked out. 8th are gonna pick up KHS too. That's a 4v2. Noble pushes in, gets taken down by Graves, and it's just KO left in a 1v4. Sneaking a little bit around. He's gonna try to get into the back of sight. Maybe they don't expect him there. He's gonna pick up Lamb. Now they know where he is. And UTD is just gonna play this nice and slow. They really do not need to peek here. But Grave don't care! He goes and he gets still. And that's a round for UTD. 3-1 on a Thrifty.
I saw the cogs turning. Oh, he's chaos. This metaphor is perfect. But I saw the cogs turning in Dill's like head there. I really liked the use of the fragment nade to try to prevent that peak coming out from Grave. But unfortunately, it was just too little, too late. And Grave already had the plot, the scheme to kill poor Dill there. And really good play by UT Dallas. And hopefully, this is the start of the upswing for them.
Yeah, I really like that post plant where you kind of just leave one guy as essentially, because I mean, in that 1v4, that information of where the last guy is, I mean, you're probably going to win 1v4, but just having, like, knowing that you can trade a life here to get some information just makes the round so free. Especially, I mean, you don't want to bleed any rifles if you're on a Thrifty. That's so much money saved for next round.
3 members of UT Dallas going to be pushing it through A here. That is going to be the vast majority, especially since Bomb is over there. Tio lining up this Sova Dart. And it looks like the ultimate is actually going to come out from Lamb, it sounds like.
Yeah, they spot out Sarav, but they're just gonna back right off and let this ult go out. Bunny going to be planting sneakily onto the A side. All of TAMU rotated over into CT spawn, having no idea that the bomb gets planted A. They still don't know. They're going to start getting some audio cues, but Sarv is just defending it with his life, and it's working. None of them have started rotating over.
Love this play by UT Dallas. The fake use of the KO ultimate just to kind of like prove, I guess, to TAMU, like, yeah, we're planting here. And then Sarov dying on site. Look at Dam is pushing in.
Wait, what?
Is Dam going to ult?
Wait,
no.
It took them that long.
They found out just in time. Grave has plenty of time to set up right in front of Nest now. Going to try to prevent this rotation. I mean,
UTD getting a little sneaky.
wow.
They're pulling some stuff out of their strat, man.
I like it. That was so easy for UTD.
Yeah, they forced that rotation early. I guess they noticed that TAMU likes to over-rotate a little bit and just played around that. Great call by Bunny. I believe he's the IGL, so great call to have Sarov over there. You're usually not gonna push a site if your Jet's at the other side. So just another reason why TAMU decided to rotate over to B pretty early. Very unlucky for TAMU that they didn't have anyone rotating through mid, or if they did, it was a very early rotate. So they didn't get any audio cues. But then even then, Sarov gets the kill, and then they all keep pushing. None of them gets the audio cues that he's not there. A quick peek, and KHS takes out Sarov. That's an op on the ground for UTD. And someone's probably going to try to pick that up. They might wait a while because they don't want to become the next victim of KHS's op.
Yeah, there is no temporal limit on when the guns are going to disappear until it's the end of the round, of course. But Noble going to be holding right underneath the trapdoors and going to be covered very clearly by Chamber with that operator. TPing back onto A site. They still don't really know where UTD is. Bunny going to pick up Noble, though, now that Chamber has disappeared, kind of left that pressure. UTD, I think, going to end up going A, and here is Bunny's ultimate coming out. KHS finding the pick onto Grave. It is a 4v3. UT Dallas did use the Cypher ultimate, so I mean, they're going to know the locations. They're going to know that it is an A-heavy hold from TAMU, and Bunny is going to use that to find Dam as well.
You know, hats off to Bunny. You know, he picks up the 2 at the round. He takes his hat off, with the ultimate.
I loved it. I loved it. I'm cheering. I'm clapping.
So UTD going to push onto the B side and get that plant off. Sova and KO rotating through CT, and then Chamber taking the long way around. Going to try to get some sort of sneaky kill. But nobody on the side of UTD is holding out in the open there, which, maybe he'll be able to spot this Viper. But it looks like Viper's a little bit aware, or at least cautious. Yeah,
poor KHS got double Cypher utiled right there, and is going to be taken down by Aetha. Bunny also finding Tayo. I mean,
Chamber gets spotted on that flank, and Bunny's going to pick up 4. That's 4 kills.
That is 4 kills right there. And even though the ult was used, I mean, that's 3 more points back into the ultimate bank for them, which it is going to be pretty ult heavy starting here, which is why I think the timeout is a good call from TAMU right now.
Yeah, KHS is asking if he could get some support from his team. He feels like he's playing a 1v9 at the moment. He started off that round really well. He ended up, I think he got 2. And then UTD just clawed their way back into it. I think it was a great pick. I think Bunny rotated through B short up into mid, and then turned around and just got like the lucky angle onto Noble. And I don't even know if Noble saw him or got that fight back, but that was a huge pick that opened up the whole mid area, because you can assume that if Noble's holding that, Chamber's probably not. So Chamber's probably on A site. So then UTD just full rushes mid and goes straight through to B. And I think they might have picked up Viper when they got there. I think that was Bunny's second pick.
Yeah, well, initially, I think Viper was actually Bunny's third pick, because that was post-ultimate as well. But initially, how they kind of set up, how TAMU would kind of set up in that mid, is they actually had Jet kind of watching the angle where Noble was eventually killed from, because KHS had that operator and was holding the front of the front entry of mid, kind of near wood doors, if that makes any sense. So as soon as KHS had TP'd out of there, that really kind of left Noble out in the open, and UTD just fully monopolized on that Jet all by yourself.
Yeah, and we haven't gotten the audio cue yet, but I think you can see Chamber has popped the Headhunter. Is that what it's called? Is that the ultimate?
No, the Tour de Force.
Tour de Force. Oui, very French.
Oui, mon ami.
Yeah, France plays tomorrow in the World Cup. I'm excited for that, for all you soccer fans out there. But I don't think any of these guys care. They have one thing on their mind right now, and that's frags. And UTD is going to be trying to push up. I don't think they got the spot onto him. Sarv going to dash out away just in time. He popped the dash at the perfect time to be able to get out. He's going to miss the refrag onto him, and he's just going to keep holding that angle and see if he can get something out of that. Noble backing up, though, going to try to take a different angle on this fight. Or actually, no, that's the same angle for him. He just fell off and then came back. He's like, I'll take the fight.
Yeah,
he missed the first shot.
It's fine. Grave going to use that owl drone, but it is going to get shot down. But it did give him a little bit of information to the fact that both Jet and KO are currently playing on this site. UT Dallas playing very slow here. I think they're considering a fresh rotation. I don't know if that's going to be a mid rotation. But I mean, Viper ult has been popped by Dam on that B site, so entry onto B is going to be a little bit more difficult, unless Sarov kills Dill. Yeah,
so they're going to get that kill onto Dill, but I don't know if if the KO knife hit Chamber or not, because he threw it in the general vicinity. I don't know if it hit him. If they got the information that he's still mid, I don't know what UTD's plan is here. I mean, yeah, they are gonna rotate back, but they don't know that KHS is still lurking around.
Ooh. I kind of liked the use of the Viper utility on B because Bunny gonna find KHS despite the tour de force, then he's gonna pop the ultimate as well, and now Viper's Pit also coming out. I feel like, you know, both the Cypher ult and the Viper's Pit may have been a little bit much, seeing as there's only 2 members of TAMU left alive, but who knows? They could have a hero play in their back pocket unless Lamb goes on this weird cheeky flank all the way through B post Viper Pit and finds that other one. So it is just going to be damn. I mean, 100 health, 50 shields. It's never over till it's over.
Yeah, not over till it's over for sure. But, you know, I like to think that Bunny got the ult and was like, wow, I got that so fast.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pop it for the flex, you know? Just to style on him. Like, I got 2 ults in the time that you guys got 1.
Damn is going to pick up a nice little, you know, kill onto Grave there. That's going to put a small dent, at least, in the UTD economy. But Damn is going to actually get taken out by the bomb.
You miscalculated that, bro.
I am looking away. My eyes are closed. Nobody saw it. It's
so
fine.
For all you viewers that don't know, there's like this really cool mechanic in the game where if you run around, a little circle appears on your map that shows the exact radius that people can hear you from. But it's the same as the bomb radius. So if you want to know if you're going to die, you can run around and the little circle appear. And, you know, maybe sometime in the near future you're playing in CVAL and you're on Texas A&M University Maroon and you're sitting in
You're playing Viper.
You're playing Viper and you might survive. But KHS is not going to survive for long. Noble going to pop the ult, but he only is going to fire 2 shots, 0 kills. And now Bunny is very loudly pushing through alls. Grave going to pick up Noble, so that's the ult down. Tio's going to trade back onto Sara. Ooh, Lamb looks away at the worst time. Still going to pick up the Sova. I mean, Bunny actually picks it up. But still, they're going to aggress forward, going to throw the flash out. I'm sure Dill is aware that they have some dudes playing pretty far up. But Bunny going to be sitting on that camera trying to take a selfie of somebody right before they die. You know, as this little souvenir.
Dill did manage to spot it all the way down at the end of the hall. Is going to throw out the knife. Going to, you know, suppress Lamb here. But I mean, I'm not sure that that's going to provide the most utility. They already knew that Lamb was there. And, you know, Cypher is not necessarily known for his super aggressive utility. Grave going to kill Dill in this back defender's spawn area. And just like that, UTD only lost 1. Going to keep this really great trend. You know, we said earlier they got that first win, and I'm like, this is the start of fresh momentum, and indeed it is. Because UT Dallas, look at how rich they are. Look how many guns they have, as opposed to, you know, Tio is going to be on that Sheriff. Dill, unfortunately, going to have to buy the Stinger this round, because TAMU is pressed for cash.
I think Dam is off the comfort pick. He had 4 kills with the Bulldog, and only 2 kills with any other gun.
I'm telling you, if the Bulldog is your special gun, I'm not gonna stop you from using the Bulldog. If it works, it works.
Yeah, I mean there are Phantom and Vandal players. Who's to say there can't be Bulldog players? I mean it's cheaper, more efficient. He just disappears. That is spooky.
My man melted. Zarov once again pushing up mid with this operator. The rest of UTD going to be hanging out in attacker's side spawn for the time being. Looks like B is going to be the favored push just based off of current positioning. But you know, UTD likes to play it patient, and you never know where they're going to go until they've gone there.
Yeah, and so the way that Chamber works now, since he only has that 1 anchor point, the actual range of 1. Ooh, Noble gonna pop out and get Grave, but he's in a very precarious position here. He knows that the UTD is gonna be angry and looking to find him. Oh, he's barely gonna get out.
Wow.
Sarv looking to see if he can find anything, but he's not, and he's just going to back up. He doesn't want to take that fight. He's a little bit too low. But Bunny pushing up, not going to get anything just yet. He sees the shoulder of KHS. KHS backing up, dancing, dashing, moving around, and he ends up picking up Bunny. And, oh
my, I am going to pretend that I am watching this with my eyes closed because,
that's what they're doing.
I was going to say UTD might be playing with their eyes closed, so it is only fair. Spike can be dropped on B site because that was an unfortunate flash for everyone involved. Zara finally going to find Noble. He is dropped to 1 HP, and ultimately Dam going to clean that up.
I respect the push there. He's pretty aware that he's probably on a flank timer here, so he just decides, well, you know, I might be able to surprise this guy. He gets 1, doesn't get the second one. A little bit tragic, but that is the 4th round for TAMU. They do end up winning on like a pretty crucial round for their momentum there. I mean, if they lose that round, their eco is just abysmal. So they do manage to pick it up. UTD still going to be able to full buy because of the lead that they built over the last 5 rounds. But we are going to see another like real gun round where this is like a pretty major swing. We only have 3 rounds left in the half, but UTD going to be looking to probably do some of the same clinical approach where they just try to use their information to the advantage.
Yeah, this is such an even game. Like, I know that UTD had a couple wins, like 1 rounds in a row there, but I also think it's interesting that Dam was watching the sky and actually saw that Viper, Molly, not Molly, that'd be a snake bite, but the Viper Q come out and was able to tell where UTD was positioned based off of the arc of that. So they know that UTD is positioned to push B right now.
And Graves saw Noble. Ooh, he gets challenged and he just gets a little bit antsy.
Bunny's not scared though. Bunny's just walking forward.
Yeah, Bunny's feeling himself this game. He's been going off and he's just gonna pop his smoke and try to play around it. You know, I think he's trying to bait the fact that he might go into it, but you know, Noble did a good job of like pretty. You know, Among Us is up, but sussing out where Bunny's playing. So yeah, he did a good job tracking Bunny through all of that, but unfortunately for TAMU, he gets found out in the end.
I love that UTD just kind of watched that fight on their minimap and did not really reposition. They were like, yeah, we're going B. Like, I'm glad you guys are having fun over there. And indeed, they are moving forward. Dam is actually going to pick up Grave with that Viper Molly, but the spike has been planted by UTD. And poor Dam just has nowhere to go. Sarov moving in, Aetha moving in. The Sova ultimate is going to be popped. And, I mean, TO and KHS both find 1. So it is a 1v2, still very winnable for TO right now. Has the recon dart available as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure they have much information on where he is. Aetha's just holding this close angle, but they know now. They hear the gun drop, and I'm sure they're just going to assume he's running away with the op. I don't think they're going to peek him. They don't really have a need to peek him. They're just going to let the bomb tick down, maybe push him at the very end. But that, unfortunately, that's playing a little bit towards Sova's timer where he's going to be set up. But he is just running all the way back onto the A site. Just going to play on the pyramids, looking towards mid. Wow, he's going all the way back into cave. You know, he's tunneling up here. Doesn't want to see the outside world. No sunlight for him. Just gonna wait for next round.
Standard Valorant moment.
Yeah.
But I do think that the picking up of the op was a good call, especially because you can see how low on cash TAMU still is. I mean, like, it's not completely a disparity, but looking at their current funds versus UTD, UTD still full buyed and still has enough for pretty much any gun in the game. So I think that was definitely a good call. I don't think that Tio would have found a whole lot if he did decide to aggro on that point. So well played by TAMU, even though the round was lost. The game is not lost, so we're good. Sarov once again holding mid with this operator. You know where to find him. KHS knows where to find him indeed and is going to find that early pick. UTD down a lot of pressure there now that their jet has gone. Lamb pushing up, and the Viper's pit going to be popped by Dam as well. Yeah,
so I think KHS is doing a pretty good job at showing why you can nerf Chamber, but you can't nerf players. KHS is playing pretty dang well here. He is you know, he's pretty well adjusted to the changes, it seems, and you know, he's still got an op in his hand, and he's gonna play. You can kind of play the. Whoa! Ooh, very scary there.
Okay.
So he doesn't have an anchor now, but KHS gonna pick up Grave. Grave just does a quick re-peek, but Aetha is gonna pick up KHS, so a 4v2 in favor of TAMU, and UTD is headed towards A. Bunny's already sitting on site. I don't know if they know he's on site, but he's gonna try to see if he can get this pick on Sova. He has 1 more smoke remaining, or 1 more shroud, and he's just gonna play very slowly. And so, oh my gosh, 4x3, 4x3. He plays with black bars. He was not able to see Noble. Wow, Noble ends up going down, but oh my gosh.
Buddy, what's the aspect ratio?
Yeah, he's playing on 4x3 for sure.
Happens the best of us. Last round in the half, and I mean, this is an even split game. We are seeing star players on both teams right now, which I mean, Valorant, yes, is a team game, but you know, if you have a top frag that is just going absolutely insane, then that is still winnable.
Yeah, I mean, Valorant is a lot like traditional sports in the sense that opening spaces on the map and creating holes in the defense is how you like edge out wins. So having somebody that just goes off, he's creating like the space. So like it's really easy to play Valorant if you have one guy popping off. Like even if you're the 3rd, 4th, 5th best guy on the team, you can still play a lot better, even though you're not getting as many kills. Like, it's just so much easier to extend those advantages. And it looks like UTD is going to try to extend some advantage onto the A side. They got pushed up through mid. Sarv going to pick up Tio. Noble going to pick up Lamb. Sarv goes in the air and picks up Noble. He's going to jet diff him, and he's going to back off a little bit, not get too antsy. It's only a 4v2. If he falls, it's a 3v2. But Bunny sitting in a precarious position, he's just going to pop his smoke and hightail it out of there, run back towards mid. I'm sure they hear him the whole way. But they're going to be pushing up, and they're going to try to... Oh, they're afraid.
I was going to say, I'm having deja vu from when poor Dill and Dam were pushing through Spawn into the Viper's Pit from UT Dallas. And, I mean, the KO ult coming out, and Sarov just having absolutely none of that. Taking Dam down before there's the chance to actually make anything happen. That Hunter's Fury, going to zone them a little bit more. Just making sure that Dill is out in the open for Sarov to pick him off. UT Dallas, yeah, swapping that half at 5-7.
Yeah, so UTD, started out, they lost the pistol to I think a pretty much an unlucky pick at the beginning. And then, they lost the first gun round, but then they chained 5 rounds in a row, which was great. And then they just kind of flip-flopped rounds back and forth based off ult charges. But KHS and Sarav, Bunny are all having pretty great games, where, KHS, I cannot say enough, is playing new Chamber so well because he hasn't really adjusted the Chamber playstyle that much. He's still playing how you'd expect a Chamber of last patch to play. So I don't think they're expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting Chamber to be a more reserved champ now. Maybe not as reserved as Sova or Cypher. Maybe more like a Breach. But it seems like that might not be true. We'll have to see how it turns out on offense this half. The last half seemed a little bit more defensive, but Noble going to instantly dash on the site. The
aggression coming out, but unfortunately is going to be punished by Grave, winning that Ghost duel. Aetha running out of smoke at 21 HP, going to have to play a little bit slowly. Sarov going to take that win, though, with the Ghost taking that over the Headhunter. Aetha, once again, super low, just going to play this super slowly. They do not want TAMU to know where they're playing.
Yeah, and Viper not going to make a thing of noise, but they know where he is now, and he's going to be swung instantly by 2 or 3, and the recon dart's going to go out. But Tio and Dill going to pair up to get 2 each. It's a 2v2. Grave is low, and so is Viper. Viper's at 0, actually, by the way. But Grave ends up falling. He's pretty low. He's going to have to make that sort of desperation play. In that 1v2, you kind of just have to go fast. You don't want to let them have their advantage. So UTD gonna win the first round, lose the second round. Oh no, sorry, they're just gonna lose the first round. I got
it's okay. It's okay. Quick maths has never been my strong suit either. UTD, I think, just a little bit on the back foot on these pistol rounds, it seems. Whereas TAMU is kind of showing that they're a little more practiced in these earlier parts of the game. And once again, 5-man stack onto B. And I believe that Jet is going to do Jet things and just kind of move in, unless the entirety of TAMU is going to be shut down by that KO knife. Looks like Dam did manage to avoid it. KHS going to push up into the hall, and it will actually find Lamb because of it. Tio playing this corner, going to throw out the Owl drone.
Yeah, they're going to get some presence detected. The Owl drone's going to turn around, and Noble's just going to clean up Aether right there. With these Bulldogs, they are bullying UTD. Just running in, picking up some kills. Bunny going to trade one back on a Noble, but he instantly gets traded as well. And then Sarv goes down, and it's all tied up, 7-7 on the first map.
Yes, but we did see TAMU pull ahead in these, pistol rounds and cheaper buy rounds earlier in the game. So it's never over till it's over, but I do love to see a nice little, tie-up mid-game, because it just kind of puts a little bit of pressure on both teams to continue to pull new things out of the bag and to just kind of keep us as the audience and the enemy team on their toes.
Yeah, and what I kind of like here is Sarv and Bunny are opting into light armor, which is kind of fine because Bulldog doesn't one-shot headshot, so you don't really have to worry about that sort of Vandal one-tap. So you're kind of fine with light armor. Obviously, you want heavy armor, but can't afford it. It's not the end of the world. Sarv going to be in a little bit of a battle here. He gets tagged by the Marshal, but he's still going to hold firm. He's not going to... he is going to re-peek. Nice and slow. Ooh, okay. He is going to edge up the kill over Noble, and he's going to back right up. He's a little bit low. He's a little bit scared that he has some support there. So UTD going to reposition. It looks like they're a little bit aware that TAMU is moving towards the B site, but they are going to take it a little bit slow. Just they don't want to overcommit here.
I was going to say they are definitely aware because that Cypher camera got shut down, and now Sarov, despite being at 24 HP, is here to pick up that second kill of the round. Sova drone coming out, but not really seeing a whole lot. They know Bunny is somewhere around here, but Sarov has picked up his third. Grave going to get in on the action as well and find those last two. UTD ready to flip it back in their favor.
Yes, Sarv got 3 kills all at like 20 HP. Big ups to the boy Sarv. He's having a lights out game. 19, 13, and 0 assists.
Oh, huge
If he
plays.
sees a guy, it's his kill.
It's on site, dude.
Granted, he also has 13 deaths, tied for the most with
But
the
I mean,
other Jet.
you know, if you're a Jet player, you gotta get in there. You gotta get your hands dirty.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
gonna blame him for that.
No, I mean, if you're getting 19 kills, I think you can do whatever you want. You know, he does have the knives ready already. On the 4th round, he's the first one with his ultimate. Dill looking a little bit close. KO is very, very good on attack. Being able to shut down some of like the crucial Viper utility. I mean, that's probably the only one you'll be able to get utility. I mean, Jet will be immobile, but everyone else will be playing super far back. But it's just huge for pushing sites.
I mean, Sarov has kind of shown us that we don't really need a whole lot of mobility. We only need 24 HP, and that is all the Jet requires. Looks like Cypher is going to be setting up B site for UT Dallas here, whereas Viper will be holding the A. The one, positive of running that composition is the fact that you can mix it up a little bit more than what we were seeing on the side of TAMU on their defense. But it is going to be a heavy push right down this hallway. The KO knife coming out, suppressing a couple of TAMU's men. And just like that, Bunny is going to start that rotation.
Yeah, and it looks like, Grave going to be found out by KHS. It looks like this push so far is working pretty well for TAMU. They're already 3 kills up. Sarv on the flank doesn't get anything, and it's just Bunny in a 1v5. He's holding this vision. They don't know he's there. Ooh, he falls off the angle right as Noble goes up.
Wrong timing. Unfortunate. Wrong place, wrong time. And that is a flawless round for TAMU on the attack. I mean, that's going to put a lot of money in their pocket.
Yeah, and, completely off topic. I think there's something really funny about CSGO players in Valorant.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they have such, like, CSGO habits. Like, falling off that angle there is such, like, a CSGO thing to do. And there was something else earlier in the match where I was like, yeah, he's definitely a CS player. But yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit partial to Overwatch players.
I was going to say, to go even more off topic, I've been seeing so many Valorant players in new Overwatch 2, and I think that is just the funniest little thing. I'm like, what are you going to do by 80 strafing me right now? What are you hoping to accomplish? But you know what? The 80 strafe is not going to work against Dill or KHS right now because they have picked up 2 kills. Dill, I think, going to be able to be rebooted pretty safely by Noble, and indeed they are, so it is still 5 men up, and Adam... Bunny gonna go down. Sarov has popped the knives, but I think it might be a little too late for this Bladestorm to find the utility that it wants, unless you are clicking heads in the way that Sarov is. A lot of utility being thrown at him.
He just dashes because it was on cooldown.
Yeah, it's like, why not? We have it available.
Make him think you're rotating and then run really loud. There are gonna... Ooh, he is hacked. So for 7 seconds, he does not have access. I believe he gets access back after it, but for 7 seconds, he is he's not allowed to have too much fun. But he still does have 4 knives left. I don't think they were able to hear, but he's just looking for some exit frags here. Not looking to do too much, but they don't know he's here. That's 1.
No, it's okay. It's okay. He got 2.
It's okay.
He got 2, but UT Dallas, I mean, is still not looking great in the cash department. So this is not exactly where you want to be sitting. They do have enough for a full buy, but they're sitting at 250, 250, 50, 200, 0, which is...
A lot of money if you're a college student, but not a lot of money if you're playing Valorant.
I was gonna say this is a beautiful kind of explanation of the housing market, I believe.
The wealth inequality in America, absolutely.
So real.
And look, they're even divided on teams. It's, could it be more obvious?
You know what? I think that we should stop talking about Valorant and we should instead talk about wealth inequality and disparity in the American system. I think that'd be really interesting for everyone to hear instead of the fact that the Chamber Ultimate has been popped.
Yeah, so we're talking about economy here. It looks like, TAMU is definitely ahead here. UTD going to try to reboot some of their attack or some of their defense here. They still are running Viper A, Cypher B, where I think the Viper A wall is really strong, but sometimes I think that being able to just lock down B and kind of have that mental safety is fine. So, ooh, Sarv gonna pick up Dill and dash out. Grave picking up Noble. UTD doing really well defending this. He's gonna try to dodge the Sova, but he does not. Bunny gonna pick up Dam in return, and UTD is gonna hold strong.
Yeah, I was nervous for a minute there because of the wow. That was unfortunate. KHS just decided to hold that angle and just shot before the flash had the chance to explode there. So Lamb, unfortunately, going to be taken out in that mid-rotation. But all three of UTD's men are still going to be hanging out on this B site for now. But they do have eyes on the spike. So it is going to be a little bit tough for TAMU to kind of re-engage with this, especially when they're attempting to walk down a hallway that Sarov has eyes on.
Yeah, Sarov is watching this like a hawk. He has a great angle here to where he will not get spotted by that Sova recon dart. But let's see. Okay.
Just because the recon dart doesn't see him does not mean that Tayo can.
Yeah, he gets Ferrari peeked by Tayo there. Just such a quick peek, and then I think Sarov got a little bit scared. It was like right at the timing that KHS peeked, so I think he just was like thinking about falling off the angle and looking at maybe B main, but he just got timinged, man. Unlucky.
We have all been there. Gonna be a nearly full buy for UTD. Lamb gonna take the L and hang on to the Guardian instead. But I mean, they're making it work. They're making it work, and little less money on the side of TAMU as well. So it is 9-9, and everyone's still going strong.
Yeah, UTD has a little bit of advantage on the ult economy here. You know, the Cypher ult on defense can be pretty good, but usually you know where they're going. But, oh, Star pick up one. Bunny picking up two. Lamb gets traded. Eighth is picking up another. This is a quick round. Just KHS left. He's going to pick up Aetha. He's going to be AD strafing, trying to jiggle peek the wall. Ooh, Sarv misses a shot, and Chamber's going to swing wide, but Sarv's got it locked down.
There you go. I mean, UT Dallas going to have a nice little pick of the guns in the center there, but they already have that operator, so... You know, nothing too crazy going on. Just moving into that 10th round. And as you said, UT Dallas with the alt economy, and they didn't have to use a single one that last round. They are looking 2 points away from having all 5 alts online. And that's just in the face of, you know, Noble's Bladestorm and Dam's Viper's Pit. So UTD in a pretty comfortable position now that they've been able to full buy as well.
Yeah, no, I don't know exactly what that command that he typed in chat, but we are in a pause for now. The teams are going to be discussing something, or somebody's having some sort of issue. But I want to point out, KHS is kind of catching up to Sarov in kills. Sarov, you know, he was doing good. He got some of those eco frags, but KHS has really come alive on attack here. I mean, he was doing great on defense, but I mean, I think he had 12 kills, so he's gotten 7 kills in 7 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's
been at least 1 kill around. There was a couple rounds where I know that Bunny kind of jumped the gun and got KHS really early, so I believe that KHS has had a couple multi-frag rounds, but that does not take away from how well he's performing.
Yeah, both teams doing pretty well. It looks like a lot of the TAMU guys are a little bit more like level towards the middle of the field, where Sarv and Bunny are kind of doing a lot of the legwork for UTD. It looks like there's more parity on TAMU.
Running away with it, that is for sure. Yeah, TAMU definitely seems to have the kind of teamwork, I guess, whereas UT Dallas definitely has the talent, but there's been a couple times where you're like, okay, what's the actual plan here? Like, where are we going with this? Whereas TAMU generally seems to have a pretty good grasp on the plan, but the plan just doesn't always work out, and that's what seems to be the difference between these two teams, at least in my eyes.
Yeah, and we could do a little bit of theory craft in here because we can see the positions of all of the TAMU players. Obviously, UTD can't, but we see them with the Viper ult looking to probably shade towards B, and they're probably going to try to just rush and pop the ult really quickly because while they do have Viper on B site, I think they might be expecting Cypher, so they might run into some trouble there. That being said, if they're able to rush and get that Viper's Pit down, it can be very, very hard to break through. Especially, I mean, you know, even though they have 4 ults, you know, that Viper's Pit playing around it just makes everything so tricky.
Especially if you get a double Viper's Pit on 1 point.
Yeah.
Forget about it. Forget about it. It is miserable to be there.
Yeah, it's just essentially like a Kovacs aim labs type thing where it's like shoot
green.
the red thing. Yeah. Shoot the first red thing you see on the screen and then hope you beat the other guy.
Still in this pause for just a little bit longer, it seems. Everyone just kind of hanging out. I mean, I think that it might be Bunny that the pause was called for, just because I haven't seen him moving hardly at all. It's his beautiful little smokes right in front of him.
Yeah. How do you feel about bind being removed and not icebox? What were the two maps removed? It was bind and breeze. Was it breeze?
I think Breeze might be the other one, actually. Yeah, it was Breeze. I only know that because I saw a TikTok, and it was this guy that was just cheering because he hated Breeze so much. Which I'm going to say is an L take, and perhaps it is wrong of me to say that, but I think that Breeze can actually lead to some really interesting gameplay.
I think it can, but my problem with Breeze is that if you queue Breeze, you get it, you're like, fine. You queue it again, you get Breeze, you're like, never again.
Oh, yeah, no, it's all fun and games till you play Breeze like 6 games in a row.
Yeah, like, I never want to play on this
I
desert
100%
beach again.
get that. And honestly, I feel the same way about Icebox. I don't hate Icebox, but I do hate the fact that it is there instead of Bind.
I love Icebox so much. It's my favorite map. It's so good.
I will not. We'll psychoanalyze you on that later. We don't have to talk about that now.
But yeah, the round has started, and UTD has picked up a kill on to Jet as far as TAMU players go. And so that's a 5v4 on defense. So probably stopped a lot of TAMU's strat right in its tracks. And I don't know who the timeout was called by, but both teams get the timeout, and that definitely does hurt TAMU's plans. Whatever they had planned, you never plan for having a man down.
I think that it was TAMU that actually called for the pause, just because I did see Kyo kind of calling for the ready in the chat. So that's just my hypothesis, but we know just about as much as you do. But Lamb, apparently all-knowing, is going to find KHS as they entry onto this site. Is going to get traded out. Bunny hanging out in the back, and unfortunately for Dill, just had no idea that he was there. Bunny gonna clean up that kill. UT Dallas at 11-9 right now. So I mean, we are getting down to the wire.
Yeah, and I actually really love how Lamb played that, because it seems pretty simple, but playing those one and done angles is something you don't really see or expect. And I think when you're having like sort of an off game, like we're gonna presume that he is, playing those one and done angles is super beneficial, because you get a pick and then you get information, which is pretty much all that can be asked if you have a man advantage. So if you're not like feeling yourself aim wise, you can just one and done an angle and then win your team the round.
Yeah, it's not going to work every time, but it can be extremely helpful, especially when Sarav, once again, finding these early picks. And we can see how much TAMU relies on the pressure of the Jet. Sarav picking up a second one. But once that Jet is down, a lot of the forward momentum of TAMU is going to be kind of taken out. Much like Sarav was there, Lamb going to also find KHS. It is a 4v2. Viper still holding on to the bomb, damn. And the Sova just playing it slow right now.
Yeah, UTD still holding on to every single one of their ultimates. They don't really see a need, because TAMU's not really putting up some like super great fast offenses. They're just kind of getting shut down pretty early into the round. They're not really going to need to commit anything, but Tio's going to pick up Lamb in a 3v2 now. So maybe UTD may think about popping some ults.
Bunny coming up through mid, gonna see them rotating through doors, and is gonna take down Dam. Unfortunately for Tio, just decided to take that 1v1, was like, oh, I got this, and Bunny was not gonna let them have it. We are going into the match point, and 5 ultimates available for UT Dallas.
And now official timeout from the TAMU coach.
Yeah.
So we are going to be going into a minute timeout, and TAMU is still holding on to this Viper's pit, and I think that they're shading towards A little bit right now, but I have a feeling they want to use this B. But maybe they're very afraid of a man on UTD named Sarav, who has been lights out this game. And it looks like Sarav is playing towards A at the start of this round, so we'll see if UTD gets this read right. But they're going to look to just run onto site and pop that Viper's pit. They just haven't been able to let their Jet make the space that the Jet needs to make.
I think that, Noble is definitely key to kind of the play style that I at least have been observing from TAMU, whereas they're going to put Noble in there, and then they are going to follow Noble in. And as soon as Noble goes down, you can see a little bit of fear in Dill's eyes.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, my Jet's down, now it's just me on the front line, And I think that, one thing that I really like about UT Dallas's play style is they do value all their members about the
Yeah.
game. You know, they're not going to throw any specific player into the fray and then play off of them. They are going to make the play themselves.
Yeah, and I think that here we see that maybe they're looking to go up into this tunnel. And, I mean, they had a push earlier that worked really well where they just rushed it.
Oh,
But
UTD
Sarv
knows.
is waiting
UTD
here
knows.
with the cannon.
Oh, God, they know.
Woo! That's one. Noble falls down, but Lamb falls in return. Sarv gonna pick up Dill there, and he's gonna re-peek. He's gonna pick up
Oh,
KHS. He's
Lord.
healing himself. He's trying to end this map right here. He left his hot pockets in the oven, and he's gotta take him out before the house burns
I
down.
am telling you, dude. I mean, I love the excitement from Dill ego peeking with the Vandal versus the Operator. Okay, Grave, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that.
He gets a little bit excited and peeks into the Viper's pit. And you don't really peek into the Viper's pit. Sarv gonna be floating just above. He doesn't get spotted.
Wow.
Barely.
1 HP, baby. The decay going off. It's still only 36. That's essentially one. That is
Not
a
much
one-shot moment.
Yeah, UTD gonna try to see if they can get in any way they possibly can. Now they have 0 ults, in fact. UTD maybe have jumped the gun, placing all 5 of them, but the bomb finally going down for Tio. And he's gonna back up. Dam gonna pick up Sarv. It's a 2v2. Viper and Sova versus Viper and Chamber. Dam gonna be looking just outside the smoke. He sees a gun barrel. He flicks around. Dam's gonna pick up Aetha. He's gonna pop out of the smoke. Bunny's going up close. They're not looking where he is.
Oh,
He's
goodness.
gonna push in.
Bunny, I'm scared. Bunny, I'm scared. Bunny, I'm nervous.
Oh, no! He's
No,
a CSGO
he
player.
had to look at the ion knife. He just had to look at the ion knife, didn't he?
Disable the button.
Oh, no. Okay, we still have 2 ultimates for UTD, but they are perfectly matched by the 2 ultimates for TAMU. I'm going to be real with you. I was kind of like kicking back. I was like, all right, this game's about to be done. But TAMU, not going to let us have it that easily.
No, he's gonna make Sarv wait to take the hot pockets out of the oven. They're gonna burn
for
a little
real.
bit
I'm
more.
telling you, someone get the fire department like at the ready because these hot pockets are going down with the rest of Bunny's house.
Yeah, and I mean UTD definitely has a a habit of having fires because people don't know how to cook. That's some UTD lore for you. Viewers.
All of the comments in the chat laughed and,
Yes.
and cried at the same time, probably.
Yeah, Noble gets tagged but barely dodges it with the updraft. But he's gonna peek out and Bunny's gonna pick up him, and Graves gonna pick up Dill. Dill probably not gonna be able to get rebooted, but he gets caught reloading.
Wow.
Tio's gonna pick up Graves. Sarab does trade back KHS, so it's a 3v2 unless somehow Dill gets picked up, but he's not. So, okay, Dam picks up 2. Grave gonna pick up 1. It's a 2v1. Oh, Dam goes down, and wait.
Wow.
I forgot. I
No,
got
you're good. You're
backwards.
good. No, it's easy to when you're looking at the screen for so long, it's easy to kind of forget what's happening there. I do not blame you, Tio. I mean, just pulling it out right there. The only 2 people that apparently need to be left alive on the side of TAMU are going to be Dam and Tio.
Yeah, and they are UTD's gonna flip Cypher back to B. I haven't been watching to see if they did that the last couple of rounds, but they are gonna keep the Viper back onto A. It does seem that, hey guys, the Viper is really good at defense, and so they are gonna keep Aetha on this A site because it's been working so well for TAMU. They're just gonna try to stop it in its tracks, or else we will be going to overtime.
Ooh, Sarov once again holding this hallway. He knows how much TAMU kind of likes to push up here. And TAMU knows how much Sarov likes to play at the end of the hallway, but little do they expect he is actually playing doors this time. So I think Noble is about to get bonked. And indeed,
He picks up 2! They get
Okay.
a face full of Sarv, and Sarv is going to back up and try to re-peek some other angle. He's going to stop that push entirely in its tracks. Now, unfortunately, Tio and Dam are both alive, so we're not out of the
I know,
woods just
we're
yet.
not out of the woods. We're not out of the woods. The 2 clutch players are still here. Looks like the shock dart is going to come out. No damage onto Sarov. It is, in fact, going to show where Theo is playing. It is just the 2 of them. I mean,
And the defuse already coming up. Let's see if Viper has the lineups ready. Doesn't look like Viper does. Well, actually, you're going to pick up 1. Just going to have to wait a bit, Take the map a little bit slow, Really rubbed salt in the wound there.
I was gonna say, Lamb is not taking it slow. Lamb is going to stand in the snake bite and continue to defuse. And just like that, UT Dallas going to take the first map breeze in this best of 5. And if these games continue to be this close, we're gonna be sitting here for a while.
Yeah, we're
we
gonna
might
get
go
nice
to
and
a game
comfy.
5 here. But looking at the numbers, Sarov running away with it. We saw so many great plays, especially at the end of the hallway with that operator. And I mean,
11 first bloods.
yeah. Yeah, he wanted those kills.
And very unfortunately, he did end up picking up 3 assists, tragically.
His
so close
his
to being
clean
perfect.
record is gone. What's the point of it anymore?
Yeah, what's the point of leaving kills to your teammates when you can take all of the ult orbs?
It's true.
Mhm.
It's so true. But really strong play from both teams. And I mean, even though UTD took that first map, these are far from over. This is a best of 5. And both these teams are undefeated. They're extremely talented. We're seeing that in their play. I love how their play styles kind of clash isn't the word, but foil each other so well.
Definitely. And we will be taking a little bit of a break here while we theorize some more Hot Pocket jokes for
It's
you
true,
viewers.
yeah. Drop your Hot Pocket jokes in the chat. We are in desperate need of material.
Yeah, the best one will get a free high five virtually.
Or you can just watch Max and I high five each other. But as of now, we're going to cut to a break and we'll see you guys on the other side.
Something
everyone. We're now on Ascent. We're back. I'm Crow. This is Max, and
Make the joke again.
I made the greatest joke of all time. Okay, hold on. Let's set it up. Everyone get in the mind space for a wonderful joke. I said, we're on Ascent. What's it smell like?
Smells like a UTD victory coming in here.
Let's get it. It smells like 3 games of a best of 5.
Yeah, it smells like UTD is going to win 13-0.
Wow. Wow,
who knows,
big
who knows,
talk.
who knows?
I think that they're actually going to win 13-6 because those 3-3 pistol rounds are going to have to go to TAMU.
This is true. Are we taking bets about what the score is going to be? Because my official prediction, based off comp, based off everything, based off Windows being subbed in, it looks like.
Ooh, Windows is here.
Sarah.
All right, it is going to be 3-0 actually. Now that Windows is here, you were right.
Yeah. So let's see. Windows is here. I'm going to predict 13. I think it's going to be kind of close. I think 13-10 UTD.
I think 13-10 is a pretty good guess.
Well, you have to guess something different than me.
I was saying that you were doing a good job.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the girlies are fighting right now. Damn, I was gonna say join us in betting in the chat, except I don't think the school allows us to use Twitch like betting points, like channel points, which is silly because they mean nothing. They're just fun.
Yeah, but gambling is a problem for all these little college students.
Listen, as a Genshin player, I can say that gambling is a problem, but I do not think that the Twitch points that mean nothing are the cause of it.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. I thought in gambling you could win, but in Genshin Impact.
Oh yeah, no, I just take continuous L's, and you know what? I think it's part of the fun at this point. And by the fun, I mean the gambling addiction.
Yeah. It's only addiction if you can't quit. So.
So real. I can stop anytime I want. It's fine.
Fun real fact: 90% of gamblers quit right before they make it big.
I don't think we should be saying that live on air. I think that we should stop this conversation and we should instead assess that Bunny has a really cheeky Killjoy setup right on tree. And looks like, okay, I'm telling you, bro, we put Window Jin, it's over for these kids, unless you're Dill, who is in fact going to pick up the kill.
Yeah, Windows makes his presence known on the map. He picks up the first blood of the map. 4v4 still. As TAMU's moving in towards tree, they are going to pop the Killjoy mollies, and they're not going to get anything. The dash in, he's going to get blinded by his own team, and he's just going to get traded by Bunny. He's going to back up. Dill's going to pick up Bunny. Lamb's going to pick up Dill. Graves going to pick up KHS. Graves still holding firm on this site. Gonna play around these boxes, try to get Tio out. He spots Tio, 22 HP. Oh, he gets jump headshotted, and I'm not seeing anything.
Wow, grave.
But the bomb does get planted. We can play off audio cues. Aetha playing quiet. Oh, he's got caught with the ball out. Where are you looking, boy?
Okay. There was so much to unpack there. That was the Graves prone body laying on the floor immediately into poor Tio looking at the sky as Aetha kills him.
And immediately also into UTD's first pistol round win of the series.
Let's go. It's the 13-0. It's the 13-0, I'm telling you.
Yeah, for sure.
I believe.
I believe too. It looks like Noble might be going towards this Marshall. We'll see if he ends up refunding that because it doesn't look like that's in great accordance with how his team wants to play this round. But UTD going to be all Spectre gang, which I believe... Didn't Spectre also get a little bit of a nerf, or is that just a thing that's coming out soon?
Off the top of my head, I don't remember reading that as something that has happened, but it could. Oh, it did happen? Okay. Our behind-the-scenes, very important producer men are telling us that the Spectre did indeed get a little bit of a nerf.
Yeah, and I believe it does the same amount of damage close range, and then medium range, it does the same as it or a little bit less than it used to. And then long ranges, it does even less than it used to.
So just like damage fall off changes, basically?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it still does the same damage close range. It's still a great eco gun or anti-eco gun, but yeah, not the same one size fits all gun that it used to be. And UTD is going to be having to defend this mid push here. They're going to fall off. Dill's going to pick up Lamb, and Aetha's going to trade back Dill. So that's a 1-for-1 trade, but it is an eco round, and Aetha's going to secure this gun back so nobody on TAMU can pick up the gun, and they're just going to keep pushing it back. Going to try to deny this as much as possible. The only time I've seen someone do this is with the op and another gun that they're just trying to like cycle back. But they see the arrow. They know where Silva's playing. But the push up into tree is going to get shut down by Aetha. He doesn't know that one's already through, but that guy's going to fall, and he's going to peek KHS. He's going to be 3 for the round. Noble going to pick up Grave, but pushing forward, can Noble pick up any others? I'm not sure he can.
I mean, Noble looking pretty low, just has this Marshall in his hands. It's gonna be rough. I mean, both Doge and Aetha are just kind of staring through this smoke, staring at this smoke. Noble, this might be a hit the road kind of moment for you, my boy.
Well, yeah, he has the Marshall. He's just, I think, probably going to just try to deny some eco. He is going to get denied his right to live this round. Going into next round, UTD is going to be picking up or keeping 3 Spectres. The other guy's probably not going to be able to afford full rifle, so they're just going to maybe go on Spectre again, or maybe even just save for like a gun round 5, or I mean round 4. So we'll have to see what they opt to do, but pretty obvious decision for TAMU, which is buy a bunch of guns.
Let's go.
And shoot the other guys.
It is a rifle moment on the side of TAMU right now. 3 Vandals, 2 Phantoms. UT Dallas once again kind of going with this mixed lower buy with the 3 Spectres, as you said. And then we're looking at the Sheriff, the Stinger. Really solid close range guns here, especially if they're going to try to... I'm nervous, but I don't have to be, because Lamb gonna take down 2, is ultimately gonna get killed off by Noble, but I mean, made that trade super easy. It is now UT Dallas down 2, whereas TAMU is gonna be down just the Sova for right now.
Yeah, the jet on TAMU did get dinked, but since it's the KHS picking up 2 and putting the nail in the coffin on this round, you know, the better guns do end up prevailing this time. UTD getting unluckily picked pretty early. And then a reasonable refrag by Lamb, but he just, you know, the Stinger does not do a whole bunch of damage when it's just one shot to that. You kind of have to chain a lot of those together, and unfortunately, he just died a little bit too quick. So looking into next round, UTD now going to be on their full buy, and so is TAMU, as they only dropped 1 player.
Yep, Noble definitely waking up a little bit as compared to last round. We saw 3 kills coming out from Noble on the, sorry, I meant to say last game. We saw 3 kills on the last round. It's okay. It's the end of the week. We've all been there. But, I mean, TAMU definitely has a few more creds than UT Dallas, even though both teams have full buy. Noble going to take down Windowge really early, and then the KO ultimate going to be popped from the side of TAMU.
Yeah, Lamb going to not be able to hear or see anything. He's playing Helen Keller Simulator, but he is going to push out. The door does come down. He's not able to break it in time, but it does get broken. Is he? Oh my! Maybe like 3 HP from stopping the plan. Noble picking up his 2nd of the round. Bunny playing very slowly and very quietly in mid, but he doesn't know that Omen's peeking. Omen does peek. I think they spotted each other. Omen gonna maybe just jiggle this corner. But Grave pushing up. Not gonna be able to spot anything just yet. Maybe thinking about tree, but he's gonna pick up KHS. He just does peek and gets knocked out. It looks like the 2 mid players just went their separate ways. Aetha going down to Dill, though. Dam playing very passively, and UTD's running out of time on the clock. I think they're just trying to force any sort of mistakes out of TAMU. They can't rotate out. They are going to get the smoke, and Bunny's going to get found out.
Bunny, I'm nervous. Going to be running back into spawn. I think is going to make it, because UTD and TAMU did end up parting ways to avoid this. And, I mean, the 2 members of UTD staying up, but TAMU once again taking this attack round. It is now 2-2 split. We are seeing this even game once again. Full rifle buy with the operator. Without the operator? Okay. All right. Just stop me mid-sentence then. Coming out from TAMU. And then UTD, once again, they are scrounging around to find guns right now. We see the Vandal and the Phantom with a Stinger, Sheriff. It's a little party, you know. They're just sampling each of the guns available to them.
Yeah, you know, in statistics, you need a large sample size, and maybe they didn't think the Stinger got enough trials in their scrims, so they're bringing it out into the best of 5 here. Bunny, the one with the rifle, going to be holding down this A site KJ utility, trying to make it impossible for pushing. And Noble playing around this smoke, trying to bait to see if UTD is try to get aggressive, knowing that they're on less money, probably willing to get aggressive. But Windowge sees 2 in mid, takes some damage, backs off, doesn't land a shot just yet. That's a shock dart down for TAMU, but they are going to go back to playing quietly around B, not knowing that UTD has taken a decent amount of progress towards A, and they're going to try to get KO to rotate back. But Grave sitting in a spot does not get a kill.
Yeah, I know that we were talking about those, like, one-shot spots earlier, but I just think that UTD had 2 men stationed in those spots on this B site, and oh dear. Oh, Doge. You hate to see it. You get scanned and you're at 27 HP, and then you just accept God's embrace at that point.
Yes. And embracing God's, or accepting God's embrace is something UTD has had 4 members do, and UTD Bunny is going back into his I don't know, man. He's thinking.
He's grabbing those hot pockets now. He
He's grabbing the
finally
hot
had the
pockets.
opportunity on A site to go and get them because God knows he's not pushing into a 5-man B setup. Yeah, Bunny just kind of taking a moment to himself. This is a very beautiful moment for him, I feel.
Yeah, and he's still got the Phantom. He doesn't want to give that up.
And he has his turret, so he's never truly alone. Noble is going to find him, though. I will tell you that much.
Ooh, not after dying. Well,
Noble's gonna find God, perhaps, at that point. Bunny!
Oh!
Bunny! Okay, did manage to flip around, kill KHS, is gonna get taken out by Tio, but I mean, I was not expecting Bunny to take 2 down in that fight. And to be quite frank with you, I don't think TAMU was expecting him to do that either.
Yeah, and that means that TAMU now has to invest a little bit more money than they were probably hoping into this round. Where, picking up 2 there, technically positive money trade by exactly 1 rifle. So UTD doing their best to stem some of this bleeding here. They won the first 2 rounds, but then lost back-to-back rounds, and they're just gonna try something a little bit different, keeping KO towards mid instead of keeping him on A site and letting Windows push up onto this catwalk. But Bunny forced to back off very quickly as some ultimates are expended, and TAMU has the site already. Noble already in under, trying to spam up into heaven, see if he can get anything. But Windows gets a great shot on the TO, pops the dash, dashes forward, doesn't have the gun out. KHS punishes them for that. And dashing with the knife out, tragic.
That is like the 3rd time today we've seen a member of UTD died because they either had a knife out or they were dashing or they just did not have a gun in their hands. And
Yeah.
I mean, I am loving the aggression from Noble. Noble has finally woken up after the Breeze game. And you know what? I don't blame him. Being a little sleepy on Breeze. Definitely understandable, but Noble now kicking it into high gear and really putting in a lot of the work for TAMU right now.
Yeah, and I mean, Noble started the game off, relaxing on the nice beach, enjoying the waves. And now he's on a floating rock in the middle of what seems like space. There's nothing below the rock. So I'm sure he is just much more awake and aware of his surroundings now.
I cannot blame him. You throw me on a floating rock, and I think that I'd also be willing to kill some people. UT Dallas in their pretty standard setup here. Bunny, Killjoy on the A. It looks like it's only Aetha on that Omen on B for right now, but once everyone comes back from being in the grayed out liminal space that is the timeout, I'm sure that we're going to be seeing a little bit of motion from both teams. But the A pushes have been going so well for TAMU right now, so like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I feel like that's a really strong play for them still.
Yeah, they've been able to just like kind of dash in. Noble's been able to do what he was trying to do last game, which is just create an absurd amount of space and room for TAMU to work and just work some magic and allow KHS to be a fantastic supporting player. I mean, he's like, when I say supporting player, I don't mean like he's taking the back seat or anything, because he's definitely not taking any back seats, but just allowing him to make his own space and make his own plays is just they're working really well together right now.
UTD opting for a little bit heavier B side defense as opposed to the A side, but looks like TAMU's actually going to be taking middle catwalk as their strongest push, with only the KO peeking down that A hallway. I guess A main, whatever you'd want to call it. UTD playing very spread out right now, though. 2 men on each site, and then, they just have Lamb kind of hanging out in the defender's side spawn.
Yeah, with a very early Battle Pass Stinger skin, meaning he's been playing for a while. He's also got the Glitch Pop Knife. He's an old head Valorant player, but Noble is pushing up and going to close that door off from Lamb, so he's not going to be able to do anything just yet, but he's going to catch out Tio in mid, and then he's going to be able to break this door. KHS picking up Grave, and then Aetha trading back, but Noble's trying to find him out, but he gets peeked by Bunny. Bunny takes him down, but Dill takes down 2 in return. Window's going to pop the knives, and he's going to not get anything out of it, but he's going to pick up the Phantom, and they're going to push. It's a 2v2, but Bomb is crucially not down yet. Both players flash, and Window's picking up Dill, Damn picking up Lamb. They must know where he is now. He's going to do a fake TP onto the same point, and Window's just trying to suss out just where he am. Still, no bomb planted.
Oh, Doge, look down! Doge! What is the wall doing? Why are you looking there? I feel insane. I feel crazy.
Window's taking a quick trip to Walmart.
He does not have the mindset that is required to be on a rock the way I would.
Yeah, I think the police are gonna come looking for you in case if somebody goes missing on a flying rock.
Yeah, it's true. Guys, do not stand near me when we're on a meteor together. That's all I'll tell you.
You just incriminated yourself for sure.
I know, but I also do not plan on being on a meteor.
Nobody
so-
plans on being on a
Well,
meteor.
just in case, I'm giving them a fair warning, Max.
Yeah, but it's like one of those things you never expect. Like as a kid, you thought quicksand was gonna have a lot more
A
impact.
lot more impact. No,
on
I
your
really
life.
did, for real.
And now you think it's gonna be the opposite. You think like nobody's gonna be on a flying meteor until you are. But Noble gonna fly into the bomb site and instantly get control of this. They're gonna rely on the bunny util to try to get anything they can. But Bunny and Windows are trying to maybe do a sneaky play, but the bomb is getting planted already. Lamb just AD spamming, not gonna pick up anything. Chamber TP's out, and both teams are gonna be 5v5 retakes. Lamb gonna pick up Noble with the Molly.
That was a really clever use of the frag nade right there. Kind of using it for its full spherical purpose, which I feel a lot of people don't generally take into account. The Tour de Force putting a little bit of pressure, and Dam actually is going to be the one who finds 2 kills, but it is going to be responded to by Bunny. I mean, poor Dam at like 4 HP, and Aetha is going to clean it up. UT Dallas going to stick the defuse. And now we are at the 3-5. UTD finally getting their feet back under them after a long while of kind of struggling for a bit.
I just noticed that UTD Bunny has the like bunny hopping thing, which is honestly my favorite spray in all of Valorant. That and like the dog one, like I forget exactly how to describe it. But what I do,
the one that they call like lobster. That one?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's like a cute dog who like it's like the corgi, and I think he's just like smiling or something.
Oh yeah, no, I know the guy.
Yeah. I love spraying it, and then at the end of the round, just like zooming in with like an op or something, and making the spectators look at him.
Good.
But Windows is making Noble
I
look
mean,
at a gray screen.
Yeah. Noble is going to have to look at the hurtful end of that operator, I'll tell you that much. And once again, we've been seeing Noble providing so much utility this round, as well as the amount that TAMU relies on Noble to provide that utility, provide that space, and get those frags. So now that Noble's down, you can see TAMU kind of reevaluating, asking a few questions, perhaps begging to God, but they are in fact going to just push up the catwalk and go through Nest instead.
Yeah, and UTD playing a pretty standard defense, except they have this pushed up KO and Omen, where actually no, they completely flipped it up. They have Killjoy on the B site, and Windows with the operator trying to unlucky. Dam gets out-peeked by Lamb. Do they know that 8th is there? I know that they spotted him, but I don't know if they...
Well, he can now not spot anything as he's been blinded by Dam, who is going to pick up that kill. Doge still playing with his operator on the high ground, has dropped down to about 10 HP though, and it looks like Sova's going to be pretty low as well. The rest of TAMU, except for KO, is going to be sitting pretty, and unfortunately Bunny just going to get crossfired right there in tree. Not a whole lot you can do about that.
Yeah, just going to have to back up and think about his actions. Those double peaks are just so hard to peek into. Nothing you can do there. But UTD just going to try to save this op, save that rifle, look forward towards the next round. It's going to be a 3-6 scoreline, so not ideal. But, because we're such accurate...
Dojo's scared. Dojo's scared.
Oh, the barrel spotted. Dam going to pick up his 3rd kill, and they probably know where Grave is now. I mean, he was suppressed, so yeah, they definitely know. Is Dill going to be the first one to peek? Oh, he is, dude, so low, but he doesn't fall, and that's 3 kills for Dam and 6 rounds for TAMU.
I mean, TAMU is just playing so well on Ascent right now. They are definitely, we saw the back and forth between these two teams on Breeze, but TAMU is asserting their dominance right now. They are taking a very comfortable lead. Look at the economy. We are once again seeing UTD scraping the bottom of the barrel, having this charcuterie sampler of all these different guns that they can choose from.
Fancy, very fancy. Let's see if UTD can make turn water into wine here and try to get this thrifty round. Window's gonna pop up and instantly get a pick onto Tio. Wow. Okay, cool. I guess we're playing like that now.
I like it. I hope we see more of that.
We did just see more. Bunny's going to pick up Noble, and Dill's going to push into Tree with the thing. Oh, but Windows picks up another. That's 3 Sheriff kills on the round so far. The charcuterie sample is working, and Windows goes in. He's going to pick up his 3rd. Dam ends up trading it back, but it's a 3v1, and they might even be able to reboot KO, so it might be a 4v1, but it doesn't matter. Aetha shuts down Dam, and that is a huge thrifty round for UTD. It absolutely resurrects their economy.
Wow, UT Dallas. They don't even need these fancy guns, bro. They just need the sheriffs. We saw so many amazing sheriff kills right out of the gate. I mean, obviously, there was the really good play by Windoge, followed by Bunny, followed by Windoge again. You bump into Windoge, who has a Sheriff aimed at your head in that smoke, and I mean, there's really only so much you can do.
Yep. Windows making the dudes on the other team lose Dedge.
Wow. Everyone cheered. You got the whole squad laughing.
I got absolutely not a soul laughing, but that doesn't matter because UTD picked up the round and they're going to be back in this one. They actually have a pretty reasonably decent economy here. Pretty pound for pound with TAMU here.
Yeah,
so
this is
last
even.
2 rounds. Both teams probably going to be able to pull by next round. So we got 2 rounds of rifles ready, and UTD has 4 ults ready for this. Both teams have the knives. And it's going to be popped for Noble. Oh, no, it's not. That's his dash. But he's going to dash up onto Jenny and see if he can see anyone from there. But he's not going to get any spots yet. He's going to just draft a little and go quietly. And he's not going to go quietly when he picks up Lamb. He's just going to start spraying, and he's going to pick up Aetha. 2 kills for Noble. They're going to back off. And KHS is going to pick up Windows. So that's a 2v5 for UTD.
UT Dallas going to be hard pressed because they only have this Sova ultimate right now. I mean, I'm not sure Grave is going to find what needs to be found with the Hunter's Fury, and indeed just going to find the end of Noble's rifle. As we go into the 4-7, I mean, UTD saw the light of day for just a little bit longer, but it is now the switch. Both teams able to buy, UTD still with 3 ultimates available, but it is not going to be easy.
No, definitely not. TAMU are making this very challenging, and unfortunately, the way the money has worked out, UTD not able to buy everybody a gun, unless Bunny is going to go on to light armor here. Now, they're just going to elect to play with these weapons they have now. The Judge hoping to maybe catch TAMU out by surprise, but they're leaving alone A.
I was going to say,
they read this well.
There was not a soul on A. It looks like Bunny is in fact going to rotate kind of last minute and then regret that rotation and head right on back to B because there is a 5-man push happening in B main right now. KHS going to find that first pick onto windowed. Shots are being fired. Aetha playing on that little hallway right onto site. The knives have been popped, but Noble's going to get shut down by Aetha, who kills KHS in the meantime as well. UT Dallas making this an absolute bloodbath. I mean, despite the ults being popped by TAMU, just not quite enough. Bunny going to clean up Dill, and that is the end of the round. UT Dallas, you know, making it 5-7 as we swap sides here.
Yeah, a great round from UTD there and a great read, knowing that they're probably going to try to switch something up for the last round to just surprise UTD, and it gets shut down. They kind of lose their opportunity to end the half 4-8. TAMU does, which is a, 4-8 is a pretty hard thing to come back from. 5-7 is only 2 rounds, and you win the pistol, you probably win the anti-eco. So UTD going to be looking to maybe edge out this pistol round here. They won the first one with Windows. Maybe they'll win the second one with Windows.
That is the hope for sure. I could tell that Bunny's spidey senses were tingling there, and then he's like, they're gonna go B. They're gonna go B, and B they went. And UT Dallas was just waiting for them with open arms.
Yeah, open arms and a automatic shotgun.
Potato.
The Texan way. So UTD gonna be pushing. It looks like towards mid here. They're leaving the Sova towards B to just drone out and see if they can spot any aggression. They're not going to spot anything, but Aetha's going to pick up Noble. KHS trading Windows. She's going to teleport out. He's going to try to look for playing back here. If he gets spotted, they're probably not going to check for Sova. But Bunny going to pick up Dill. And are they going to peek? They spot out both. Okay, so they know both are there. KHS and Tio picking up one each. Tio goes down. Graves still fighting, it looks like. Yeah, okay, so KHS ends up right-clicking him. But the Molly gonna come out. He looks like he's blinded. What a good blind, actually.
I'm telling you, the teamwork that we're seeing from TAMU is just exquisite. The way that they're playing off each other so well. And I mean, KHS at what, like 12 HP there, if not just right around there. And knowing that he can trust the blind to come through from his omen so that he is able to aggro the Killjoy, even though she's just mollied him, is just like such good teamwork. You can see the communication happening for TAMU. And my God, it's working. Look at the scoreboard. It's 5-8.
Yeah, a great round from TAMU there. I mean, I think playing 2 in Boathouse, or it's not. Is it? I'm pretty sure it's called Boathouse, right?
Yes, that one's Boathouse. Yeah.
Okay, playing 2 in Boathouse is pretty sick. I like that a lot because I think you're only really gonna want to expect 1 or 2 there if you're attacking. I mean, 1 there if you're attacking, not 2. And catching them off guard and just being able to play around that angle. But Noble going to find Grave by the hair on his chinny chin chin. Going to try to back up with the Bulldog here. Not going to be able to find much more. Just going to back up and try to play a little bit safe. Damn holding up top with that Spectre. I almost called it the Phantom because I didn't realize it was Ion 2 was out. But he's going to repop that smoke and re-peek and try to just shut down any push that might happen.
Yep. Doge going to be hanging out there with Lamb. Bunny going to be watching the catwalk, making sure Noble is not finding the utility with that Bulldog that we're looking for. We did mention the nerfs on the Spectre. We did not mention the slight buffs on the Bulldog, so that's probably why we've been seeing so much of it. But let me tell you, a Marshall is going to win against a Classic, and poor Bunny was just not ready to face KHS in mid there.
Yeah. See if he can get some work done with the shorty here. The blind comes out at the perfect time, and they're going to shoot him in the back of the head. Aetha going to pick up Damn on Heaven. That's a great pick. It's a 3v3 now. UTD going to try to see if they can get the bomb down, but Windows is going to get spotted, and they're just going to play it a little bit slower. Windows is so low. He is like maybe 10 HP right now, and UTD is going to try to see if they can do anything from this position.
The trade comes out. Both jets are going to go down, and unfortunately, Aetha just not quite aware enough of his surroundings. KHS is going to see his back and shoot him down. Lamb attempting to peek to prevent that, but unfortunately KHS was still up and was going to be covering Tio on that Sova. So Diffuse is going to come through, and this is going to make that round 5-9.
Yeah, a decent try there, but the problem was that when they stack up there, they spotted both. So I mean, that's just a horrible position to play from if you're who was it? I think it was Lamb. Yeah, if you're Lamb, that's just impossible to play from. Just stacked up like that.
We saw some really good teamwork coming onto the A site push for UT Dallas there. They heard me talking about the Omen blind, and they're like, all right, we can do something like that. And indeed they did, but it just was not quite enough at the end of the day because the recontest was so strong. You saw that when it was just the 2 or 3 members of UT Dallas on that site, TAMU had a man on every entrance.
Yeah.
Like, UTD was not going to be able to reposition at all during that.
Some great opening picks, though. Definitely not to be overlooked. KHS stepping out of his range, so he will not be able to TP directly. But he is going to be pushing up and seeing if I can find anything mid, but he does find Grave. Grave goes down, and so does Bunny. That's 2 picks up with the tour de force. And Lamb going to pick up Noble in return. But I don't know if we can get much more. There's a Bucky close.
The Ion Bucky. We never thought we'd live to see the day, but Damn is ready to show it to us. And let me tell you, KHS making these chamber reworks look easy.
Yeah, you know, they can nerf chamber, but
they can take the chamber out of the game, but they cannot take the chamber out of the man. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they nerf him, but you know, he still has the same general identity, and you know, KHS is doing a great job showing us that you don't really need to change it.
Yeah.
Like so much, but he is going to be pushing up here, seeing if he can get a quick pick on mid and then TP out, but I don't know if he's going to get anything challenging him.
As long as he's got the operator. Push. Yeah, UT Dallas, there's not anyone directly on B site right now. KHS is going to be holding market with that operator, so UTD is getting this site pretty much for free. We can see that all 5 of TAMU are in fact in Defender's spawn, so UTD going to be able to have plenty of time to plant and then perhaps reposition just a little bit on this point. But both teams still have 5 men up, and it is anyone's fight. No ultimates immediately available. KHS is going to have this sniper trained right on this corner here.
Yeah, and UTD playing it, I mean, A&M playing it a little bit slower because they know they have the gun advantage, and they're just trying to see if they can force that issue as much as they can. Noble going to be pushed up into a Viper Molly. He's going to get chunked out to about half HP. Damn going to pick up Aetha. And sorry, okay, Noble picking up Bunny, so that's a 5v3 for TAMU.
Oop, a couple whiffs out there from Windows. She used all of his good Sheriff juice a little bit earlier in this game. It's fine, recharging, what can I say? All 5 of the members of TAMU living during that fight and barely taking even a little smidge of damage right there.
Yeah.
That was a little bit rough for UTD.
Yeah, I mean, the UTD was on pretty weak guns, so they played it slow, and I think that you know, they got the bomb down and they had a good push, so they just didn't find the frags. But you know, at the end of the day, you got the bomb down and you made the right calls, so that's all you can really hope for on a round like that where you're just not clicking heads. But now we are into a gun round. You know, obviously TAMU has a much better economy, having won all 4 of the rounds. KHS on this op that he's been a menace to society on, and he's going to get spotted out and have to back up just a little bit, but I'm sure he's going to re-peek. He does not seem like the kind of guy to just shy away from a challenge like that, and he is going to just hold this angle, but Bunny not willing to peek just yet. He's going to hear the owl drone and back up. He makes some sort of noise, but not going to be tagged. They are going to tag Windows, but they have no idea that Bunny's still peeking. And the owl drone going to be sent back in return. Bunny taking out KHS. He wasn't expecting the guy to the right. He was just looking to the left. The owl drone doesn't find anything, and UTD is going to pop the Killjoy ultimate.
2 do not think they expect Tio to actually move onto this backside. Gonna see 2 shock darts come through. He still has a couple seconds to try to move. He's gonna find one. He will get trapped by the Killjoy. But I mean, look at the time that has been put on the clock for TAMU here. I mean, I think that was a massive, massive play by Tio, sacrificing himself to the Killjoy to find that pick and giving plenty of time for his teammates to rotate in and cover the rest of the push. I think that was brilliantly communicated.
Yeah, and Lamb not left in a very favorable position here. He does have most of his or all of his utility, but I have a hard time believing he's going to pop most of it. He is going to try to see if he can spot out Tio here, but Tio just playing perfectly right on the corner. Ooh, a great pre-fire, but he doesn't end up getting either of those kills. Pretty great crosshair placement.
I was going to say, I was kind of shocked that that didn't hit at all. Like, maybe it wouldn't have killed, but I thought that that would have at least put some chip damage onto Tio, but I don't know.
Still very impressed by the crosshair placement and accuracy from Lamb. He's playing definitely a little bit better than he was last game. But UTD down 5-12. I think we're both busted on our predictions here.
I know. It was worth a shot. But I mean, this is going to be the match point for the side of TAMU. And once again, they have that gun advantage. They have the full rifle buy plus the operator, whereas UT Dallas looking at 3 rifles, but the Bucky as well.
Yeah. Looking to maybe recreate some of this close Bucky magic that A&M did, but 2 kills out for A&M early. Lamb picking up Dill in return, but still very unfavorable position for UTD here. The "You are powerless" popped by UTD, and they're just going to push straight towards that. They're going to try to see if they are powerless, but Bunny going to pick up 1.
Yeah, teleport into Boathouse from Aetha as well. Aetha has dropped pretty low below that half point. So, I mean, he is going to have to play a little bit cautious, but Bunny is going to manage to get that spike down. Bladestorm has been popped by Noble, who is now coming in hot from the side of Defender's spawn. Going to smoke on in, use both of those cloud bursts, and then follow up with the damage of the knives, but Aetha is going to use the age-old strat of crouching, and UT Dallas is actually going to manage to take it. They are not ready to end this game quite yet. So well played. I loved the TP by Aetha onto the point initially to just make sure that Bunny and Lamb could move right on in there. And then once Bunny had it down, the repositioning to actually move Aetha forwards, even though he was lesser HP, I think that was a really good kind of like bait and switch. And then Aetha didn't actually end up dying right out of the gate. So I think that that play was so well done. Like, great job to UTD right there.
Yeah, and you know, looking at that, I think UTD did a really good job of like pushing their advantages there. They see the cloud burst, but Aetha did not fall off that because you know that you're not expecting that guy to be holding close and crouching, so he just doesn't even have to move there. I mean, he was very vulnerable to the alley, but he's just fine with that because he knows that he can pick up the aggressor. And unlucky he doesn't pick up anything more, but he still does get the 1-for-1 trade.
Absolutely, especially when at such low HP. I mean, you're essentially being used as bait right there, and to find a bit of your own, then very well played. UTD not quite making the decision on where they're going to push quite yet, but it looks like A is going to be the call. 3 men on B for TAMU, as opposed to only 1-man tree and 1-man alley on A site, so...
And the knives popped for Jet, going to see if he can pick up anything, but KHS does not hit the initial shot. Going to get his presence detected, so he can't teleport out. But UTD not going to force this issue too much. They're just going to wait, play patiently, and try to see if they can find some sort of other spot in the map where they can find their advantage.
Bunny being silly on B site, but is still going to pick up Noble. I mean, Dill going to take Bunny down, and that kind of confirms for Dill and Tayo that are... UTD is pushing A here. I mean, Dam gonna find Aetha, gonna get traded out by Lamb pretty quickly as well. Lamb gonna start the initiation of that spike, and it sounds like the ult from the KO is gonna come out from the side of TAMU as well. TAMU wants this game to be done. They no longer want to be on this floating rock. Ooh. And unfortunately, Doge is just not gonna win that shorty battle.
Shorty
Lamb,
is not like a melody in his head, and TAMU is going to be picking up map 2, 13-6.
all right, I mean, it's pretty close there. I mean, we saw some good back and forth, but TAMU was just playing out of their minds on that one. Noble, definitely a star player for the side of TAMU that round. We saw great plays from KHS on Breeze, but Noble wanted the spotlight for just a little bit on that second map.
Yeah, and the spotlight he received, he played excellently that map. You know, ended up getting out fragged by KHS a little bit, but still, I mean, a huge turnaround from him. He really just lit the server up. He was able to get some great pushes in, and I think it was kind of a lack of op presence from UTD that really enabled that.
I would definitely agree. The op that was being used pretty much every single round by TAMU, just like UTDAS didn't have the funds to make that happen. And when they did, they weren't able to hold on to that op for long enough for it to have any real impact and put that pressure onto TAMU that we needed UTD to. So, I mean, we are going to be going into a third map. This is a best of 5. Still a lot of Valorant ahead of us. But it's back and forth. It is anyone's game, and I'm so excited to see how this is going to shake out. I'm sure you guys are too, so make sure you stick around.
on the top and we ain't gonna fall. It's an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall. So I say let 'em, I ain't moving small. Money grows from my intuition. I just bought a crib, that's my first edition. People hate it when you claim a vision, but I use a static when I hit ignition. Hungry moves, I'm faster in a minute. I stay fresh to death, I'm in a mint condition. Forge a heat, no matter where I've been, and give me any place and it'll be a kitchen. This how we flow to the top. I'm on a wave and it never gon' stop. I hit a 3, now we running the clock. 24 seconds, I still block your shot. I'm making this an eternal spot. Permanent stain in the flow, ink blot. Don't step to me when I get too hot. I'ma end your life and it's all you got. We on the top and we ain't gonna fall. It's an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall. So I say let 'em, I ain't moving small. Homemade flow, I'm a PVC. There ain't one player out doing just like me. Heart rate froze, check the EKG. I hate wasting time, no eventually. Routine work when nobody see it, but I ain't feel the stress, I know it's meant to be. 30 beats, I'm on a killing spree. I made every song in my discography. Yeah, that's every cent, every dollar. I ain't tryna listen to a broke scholar. Making moves to make the money taller. To the cash topping on the Eiffel Tower. Labels calling, I won't wear they collar. With my own drive, I can take it farther. Do it myself, don't ever bother. Been self-made now, shout out to my father. We on the top and we ain't gonna fall. It's an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall. So I say let 'em, I ain't moving small.
Getting stronger every day. Keep on pushing through the pain.
Three entire sites for each of these teams to take. Little bit of spice, and I am very excited to see Fade being played. I know that she got nerfed. I know that Sova is technically more viable, but Fade on Haven, there's just something about it that cannot be matched by the Sova gameplay.
Yeah, Fade's ability to just like kind of take over his site a little bit trumps Sova's. They have like slightly different play styles, but a lot of like the seeing eye things that Fade has are like there's some really broken spots on Haven with like the trees.
Oh yeah, like the
Especially
C site eyes
yeah.
and the A site eyes especially that you can find are very interesting, and if you place them right, it's hard for the enemy team to see it unless they've already been spotted. you know?
And yeah, I mean you're just already insta spotted, and that's just so much information. And luckily for TAMU, they have the Fade on defense starting, so hopefully they're going to try to pick up some quick rounds here. And Windows into Garage already, going to be pushing onto C site. It's going to be a split. Fade and Omen trying to hold. Omen get caught by the dog.
Damn.
He's going to have to TP out.
This poor guy cannot see anything. He got cloud bursted, he got breach flashed, he got dogged, and
Now he's going to see teammates gameplay. Dylan Noble picking up 2. We got a 2v2. Bomb knocked down. Spike carrier killed. It's just Chamber. Grave going to pick up 2 though. He's like that. He wins the round. He clutches it up. I don't even know where he flanked from. But
that was insane. So I think he actually pushed up. He either went through B or he pushed up through Garage. I think he pushed up through Garage and then came in that back alleyway by C. And I think that TAMU had just assumed that, like, all right, they're done coming from that C link, much as I had assumed they were done coming from that C link. And Grave just came out of nowhere and was like, hello there.
Yeah, even we were surprised by it, and we have the mini map, so it must have been a good flank. But yeah, 2 kills for Grave. He's going to clutch up and let UTD claim this pistol round. And now they're looking to maybe play some sort of a default, let TAMU waste some of their utility. Noble picking up the ult orb, and also crucially is no longer on the jet, back on the onto the Raze for the first time that we've seen. I love that skin, the Sheriff skin. But he's gonna see if it can do him any good. He's gonna get the dink onto Grave, but he's not. Oh, he finishes it through the wall.
Insane kind of tracking and predictive tracking coming out from Noble right there. The dash onto site.
Okay, so Tio gets a shot on, but gets killed by Lamb, and then Bunny and Lamb gonna trade for 2. It's just 1. It's just Noble left on this Raze, just a sheriff, and let's see if there's enough room for 2 sheriffs in this town.
I'm not sure. They are all looking at him, and Aetha is in fact going to get that kill through the wall. Noble gonna go down. I am excited to see the Raze pick. I think Raze is so strong on Haven specifically, but how do you think that's gonna play into the Jet?
Into the Jet? Well, I think it's fine on defense, but on offense, you're a little bit exposed when you jump back in, especially if Windows is going to be opping. I mean, Graves definitely going to be opping at least every so often with his ult, so it's going to be a little bit difficult because you're in the air for so long, and people have gotten so good at just like kind of understanding how people fall in this game and being able to track it pretty subconsciously. But Noble going to be running up and getting this ult orb and charging the showstopper, trying to stop UTD's show and get their first round on the board.
UTD, despite kind of leaning A for that first little bit, is in fact going to be making a B, perhaps C. They might be going through Garage here. I think they are going to decide on Garage. It's been cleared out by the Prowler from Lamb, but I mean, TAMU now aware that UTD is pushing onto C. Once again, the breach is going to come out with that blind as well as the concuss. And Aetha gonna find the first pick there onto KHS. Tio going down as well. UT Dallas still has 5 men. Aetha's a little bit low, but Grave, Bunny finding 2 more. It is just Noble. The showstopper was used, but unfortunately there wasn't a whole lot of utility seen from it. Noble is gonna be in the garage. I don't think they know where he is though.
Yeah, it seems like they have no clue. He's going to be able to catch one for sure. And he does get the second one onto Lamb. He doesn't know where the other 2 are. He assumes one CT. Probably knows the other one's going to be garage, but he doesn't know that the one's coming from C long, or he does. He's aware now. But he is actually coming up in garage. Grave going to be playing this nice and slow. Oh my gosh, he peeks out. I don't think Noble saw him go back. He's assuming he's pushing up close. He's ready, and he gets it. Oh, the audio
Noble, absolutely insane plays. The showstopper was used, but it wasn't needed. And you can see that it's already been charged back up 5 points as well. Noble with an insane hero play. I mean, after that Breeze game, Noble is ready to play and ready to stop the show, quite frankly.
Yeah, someone typed something to him and he got pissed off, and now here we are. He's 7-2-1.
Worth.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
just popped off. And so UTD sent a little bit back to the drawing board. Probably going to still get these full buys out. Only a light armor for Lamb, but everyone else all good and ready to fight.
Lamb, as you said, with that light armor, but I mean, as compared to TAMU, who has double light armor as well as only 1 rifle, it's going to be a bit of a hard defense here. They're going to have to very heavily rely on utility. Because of the Fade Eye onto A, they know that UTD is either pushing B or C, and UTD pretty much has their heart set on C. Dam with a nice little peek into garage there, knows where most of UTD is. The other one's coming up through long. I mean, there goes 2. Both Doge and Bunny gonna fall pretty early. Noble coming up through the C link. I mean, UT Dallas still has time to kind of reevaluate what they're doing. Chamber with the bomb, but pretty much all of TAMU is gonna be on C, and then rotating back to that B-A split.
Yeah, Lamb gets caught out in garage, which is a little bit unfortunate. But they're gonna keep Aetha here to flank, just in case somebody tries to push through C, and they're probably just gonna save and look for picks here. I would imagine they're not gonna try to push a site. Or they're gonna be very aggressive looking for these picks and go up into mid. You know, the one thing worse than losing the round is losing the round and dying after, where you get $0 and 0 cents as your government issued tax rebate. So Grave going to try to look to either make some commotion or even try to get the bomb down. He's going to find Teal looking the wrong way, going to push in, maybe go for the fast bomb plant, but he's going to run all the way towards A quickly. They don't know that Chamber is here, waiting, lurking in heaven to try to ruin UTD's plans. And KHS picks up Grave. That's 1. And 8 playing right below, he gets picked up 2.
Yep.
Not great. Crucially, though, died before the round ended. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's all a mental game, and as long as you're not getting taken out at the last second, then I mean, or I guess past the last second would be post round. But once again, I mean, UTD, they did a full buy there, but now they're a little bit strapped for cash. They don't have everything they need, whereas the full rifle buy and a couple extra credits are still in the pockets of TAMU.
Yeah, TAMU definitely showing some sort of force here. Windows really still kind of yet to find his footing in this map, or last map even.
Wait a minute. The Chamber patch isn't being played on this one. He has been playing classic Chamber.
Yeah, there was one time on Ascent where I saw him place 2 anchors, and I kind of like flinched for a second, and I was like, oh, it's old Chamber.
I also saw that, but I thought that I was just like blacking out and hallucinating.
Yeah, no, he's just that good. He just like has 2 anchors.
I know. I was like, damn, I didn't realize that KHS knew Riot like that. That's kind of dope.
Yeah, he's got the inroad at Riot. But UTD trying to take the inroad on C garage here and push towards C. They're gonna pop that tripwire. So Omen on the side of Tim is actually in a pretty great position to cause some trouble. That being said, UTD rotating back out, not gonna try to force the issue there, and they're gonna rotate towards A. It looks like.
Yep, UTD playing this nice and slow. Headhunter out. Tour de Force also available and online. Going to be Fade and Raze holding this A site point. Omen going to be rotating through the attacker's side spawn, it looks like, whereas Breach is going to cut through Garage. But looks like KHS is going to very quickly sprint his way onto the A site just as UT Dallas begins their push. KHS finding Grave really early. Bunny going to find KHS in return. The trades are coming out. It is back and forth, but Tio moving in, finding Aetha and Bunny. Lamb is still alive and well, but it is just Lamb for right now. Does not know where Breach or Omen are coming from. It looks like it's going to be sewers. Yes, indeed it is.
Yeah, and Lamb gonna try to just make that audio cue to try to get some peek. He knows that one's sewers now, so he's gonna be watching. He knows both are sewers. He's gonna play under heaven and try to see if he can do anything, but he pulls the bomb out at the wrong time, gets found out, and that's the third round for Texas A&M.
Unfortunate. You get the blind followed immediately by the paranoia from the Omen, and can't see or hear, and that's not really the position you really want to be in.
Yeah, and you can't shoot if you have the bomb out either, and he learned that the hard way. So going into this next round, he's not going to be the one holding the bomb. That's going to be Windows. Oh, actually, no, he is. He wants revenge. He's like, I'm not going to make that mistake twice. And hopefully he won't, as they're probably going to be looking towards a B or C play here. And that is kind of the default for most teams here, because you're able to work through Garage to make anything happen, really.
Yeah, we see the Fade and Raze combos coming out. I think the Tio and Noble are talking like really well. The comms are coming out between them because they always seem to be playing a really similar site, and that honestly makes perfect sense to me because the Fade and Raze can play off each other so well, especially when you use the Fade Q in combination with the Raze E. I think that it can just be really solid. KHS gonna find that pick onto Lamb, who was getting, you know, their nightmares revealed in that meantime. Windowge also going to be hit by the Nightfall, and gonna slow down UTD just a little bit.
Yeah, and KHS played so aggressive with that tour de force there. Caught Lamb at a time where he was reloading, which is very unfortunate. But now Grave is just going to be holding this angle like a hawk, but he does not know that Dill is sitting close. So let's see if he does end up peeking that. KHS going to pick up Windows and back off. And the ultimate for Breach is going to get popped. Bunny's going to pick up Dill. Dill's going to pick up Grave. Tio getting him back Bunny. It's a 1v4, and Tio ends it. 4-2.
Also playing really, really well this game, not to be outshone by Noble. I mean, we saw 3 kills, I believe, from Tio right there. It looks like UTD is going to be calling in the timeout, so that's going to be a minute. We're going to take a nice little breather. We're going to look at the scoreboard. We do see the operator in the hands of KHS. He did just pop the tour de force, so from one operator to another. UTD looks like they should be able to get a full buy here, but it is going to leave them with pennies afterwards.
Yeah, they're not in a great position financially. That being said, if they win the round, they'll be in a great position. So UTD going to try to see if they can do something. They're already walking towards A. You know, the timeout was done by the UTD coach, Skim. So we're going to see if he has some sort of secret strat lined up for this next round. But yeah, I mean, for UTD, I think that the thing that's been not really working is that they're getting really punished by Texas A&M's aggression. Mm-hmm. The aggression has been very, clinical from TAMU.
Yeah, especially, as you mentioned earlier, walking right up B mid with the tour de force in your hands and still securing a kill and not getting punished in the slightest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you'd think that it wouldn't be a play that would work. It sounds like a play that's a throw, but KHS just absolutely did make it work, fell back onto that B site, and then was covered by his teammates until, you know, the greater push came in from UT Dallas.
Yeah, and so UTD going to look to actually take the backseat this round and just play it eco and go for an actual full buy next round, which I'm sort of fine with. You know, without the util, they're definitely going to be fighting an uphill battle, even if they did purchase those rifles. So, you know, I said that TAMU was playing aggressive, but right now they're actually playing sort of reserved. I mean, KHS, you know, he's playing Chamber, so he's actually kind of not playing aggressive right now, even though he's holding an aggressive angle because Chamber. UTD trying to angle to see if they can get something on mid. Noble picking up Bunny through the wall, though. That is not a great start.
Yeah, that Vandal spray is going to outplay the Sheriff spray by just a little bit. The last time we saw the UTD Sheriff buy round, I mean, they made some magic happen, but I'm not sure we're going to be seeing a lot of the same right now. Dylan Noble still kind of hanging out on the B site, and Fade moving in from A to B link.
Yeah, Windows seeing if he can find anything. He's going to pop a warning shot. Let everyone know that he's here and he's ready to fight. KHS going to take the fight.
Oh, goodness.
He's holding the angle. I don't know if Windows wants to peek this. He's going to dash up and around. He's behind you. He's behind you. And he picks up KHS, and Tio goes down too. UTD have the site. They're going to get the bomb down, and they're going to be able to set up the chamber trips, and they're going to be able to back up and play a post plant like they've been wanting to the whole round. Windows even picking up Noble, making it just a little bit harder for TAMU to pull this one off.
Windows definitely felt the upgrade there, moving from the Sheriff to the Operator, and UT Dallas now sitting very comfortably here. Dill gonna flash from this heaven angle. just to kind of try to create some space for Dam, but ultimately Dill is going to get killed. And then Grave going to clean up Dam, and just like that, the thrifty Sheriff round once again going to the side of UT Dallas.
Man, what a great timeout call from UTD. Just don't buy the guns, but win anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I should start trying that.
I was going to say, that's kind of an OP strat.
I don't know why all teams don't pull that off every round. So, that being said, UTD is now in a great financial position, about the same as TAMU, except Grave is sitting on his lion's share of cash here.
Yep, once again, full rifle buy with the operators. UT Dallas hovering the A site. They have dropped Spike right at the front of B garage side. So nice little kill onto Windowge by KHS. Just had the reaction time of an insane person right there. Very well played the shot and then immediately into the TP, which, you know, gives plenty of space to move back up to Heaven and reposition here. Noble going to be holding that garage, which may be a little bit rough. The Prowler going to come through, does not spot him. So the rest of UTD going to prepare to move on in here. Breach Concuss coming out, as does the Fade Grasp. Noble getting decayed for just a little bit, but ultimately no trades having come out quite yet.
Yeah, UTD just chilling outside a garage, trying to see if they can spot anyone, but they're not going to spot Noble, who picks up 2, ends up getting traded by Lamb, but 2 might be enough. Lamb getting another one in return. KHS is on the complete wrong side of the map, so we got a 2v2 on C, but I don't know if UTD knows that. They're still playing a little bit slow, playing very cautious, trying to see if they can find Chamber, but Chamber's not there yet. UTD going to push up, grab the bomb, grab some guns, and regroup.
Both Nightfalls are available. Sorry, it is just the one, as the other Fade is dead, so that is going to be Breach Ultimate as well as the Omen ult. Nightfall coming out. Dam is going to get marked by it. Lamb kind of knowing that Dam is over here, but it's not enough. Dam is still going to find those 2 kills, even though he can't hear anything. He's decayed. He's still going to find those 2 kills, as UTD just got a little silly coming out of garage there.
Yeah, Dam does not let the water through. And UTD going to be forced to rethink about it. Maybe go back onto that eco where they can, you know, work the magic of no money equals round win.
I guess, because that seems to be pretty much the only place they are shining right now. They keep winning those eco rounds. They're even winning the pistol rounds as of late. But as soon as everyone gets a gun in their hand, UTD tends to get a little bit sillier.
Yeah, they're being a little bit goofy and a little bit silly here. KHS is going to get hit by a silly, goofy breach stun. He's not going to teleport out just yet, but he misses the shot, and he does get back out onto that spot he was last time. It does get smoked by Aetha, and Aetha teleports into Heaven. I don't know if he's going to stay there. He does. Oh, actually, no, he's under. So he's going to be waiting and seeing.
I know, I was scared. I'm like, is he going to bump into 3 different members of TAMU right now?
Yeah, and he gets the team flash. KHS going to pick up Lamb. Not a great start, but Aetha might still have a smoke coming up pretty soon. The breach ult gets popped from Heaven. Noble picking up Bunny, and Window's just sitting underneath trying to see if he can spot anyone, but ooh, okay, he only picks up the 1. Aetha ends up trading the kill, but he's in a 1v4. That is not a favorable position.
Wow, hitting the 360 showstopper right there, getting the kill onto Doge. We were talking about earlier how a lot of the times when Razes use their satchels, they're a little bit easier to track. But if he's spinning in the air, I'm not sure that I'd even like have the guts to pull the trigger. I'd be like, I need to see how this plays out. And indeed, Windowge did, and unfortunately it played out with him exploding. So really good plays coming out from TAMU right there. And you can see that in the fact that it is currently 6-3. KHS, instead of holding A, will be holding B this time, with the Fade Raze duo hanging out on A site.
Someone needs to check Noble's computer.
Just too good.
Check he PC. He's too good. Have you heard that copy pasta before?
I'm not sure I have.
Okay, well, yeah, it's old CSGO one, but it's just when somebody's playing really well, like Noble is, you might want to check his PC, because he's playing out of his mind right now, picking up Lamb. Keo going to pick up 2 as well, not to be outdone. They're going to pop the Prowler and peek through and get 3 on the round.
I'm telling you, there's always like a duo on the side of TAMU that is just making like insane plays, and normally Tio happens to be there.
Yeah.
You know? I think Tio definitely unsung hero, but on these initiator plays, definitely just assisting in the way that is needed, because we saw really good Sova plays, really good Sova darts, as well as these Fade plays being comboed with the Raze. And I think that it's definitely enabling Noble to need to have his PC checked in the way that he does.
Yes, 15-6 is a pretty monstrous score line, and he's not looking to stop here. They got another set of guns to shoot UTD with, and UTD is looking to not let that happen. They have the knives, and TAMU has the Fade ult. I think it's called Nightfall, and looking to try to see if they can get that util out before actually committing to a site. So the UTD falling into a little bit of a default here. Not able to spot anything just yet. They back up and just wait. Continue waiting. They're assuming that somebody's going to push through that garage like they have a couple times before. Ooh, KHS spots Lamb, and that's a quick advantage. His trademark destroyed, but he's going to back all the way up onto C site. I don't know if UTD is going to execute the strat that is colloquially called wherever you see the chamber, go to the other site. It looks like that's what they're going to be doing.
That is a famous strat, I will admit. But yeah, especially because now that KHS is holding the garage, which is a favorite of UTD, as it is of many people. But I mean, Tio just keeps winning all of these duels. Anytime UT Dallas pushes a corner, Tio is there and ready to click heads. UTD not really sure what the move is here. Dill killing Windowge after the Nightfall marks. And I mean, it's just going to be Bunny with this bomb. Just kidding, Aetha's still up. My mistake, Aetha. I did not fully process that Omen existed.
Yeah, and let's see if they have fully processed it either. He's already picked up 2. He's only got 15 seconds left, and he's getting pushed. He's going to fake the TP, see if he can do anything, but nobody's going to push him. They know they can just wait, and the round's going to end. Oh, but Dill peeks out, and Dill peeks again. Aetha not expecting the re-peek, and he goes down. Wow.
I mean, definitely the start of a hero play from Aetha, but just not quite able to finish it out, and that's okay. But we are looking at a possible 9-3, a possible 8-4, and everybody knows that those are notoriously difficult to come back from. So UTD really going to have to pick up the slack right now.
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of get Aetha's perspective there. You know, you see the guy jump across, and you know he's got a teammate there who's going to peek with him, so you kind of assume that the other guy's not going to, like the guy who first peeks is just going to insta re-peek. So he just aims to the left side, but he gets punished by real aggression coming out from it. And
Doge is going to pop the Blade Storm really early, get nice and high in the air above that Omen smoke. Not quite able to find anything with it, though. Breach ultimate also coming out from Bunny, but looks like Doge has been paranoided, blinded, bitten, whatever you want to call it in the meantime, as has Noble. So UT Dallas, despite putting 2 ults into the C push, is just going to rotate back around. 4 men on the side of C and Garage for TAMU right now, and it is only going to be KHS's chamber on the A site as UT Dallas rotates there.
yeah, he has been a real golem on that site, though, not really letting anything happen. And he's not looking to change that right now. A&M pushing forward, Noble picking up 1. They also have 2 on the A side, so they're kind of spread out and really ready for whatever UTD throws at them.
Especially now that UTD is down a man, this is going to be a lot harder. Noble looking away for just a second, just enough time for Grave to find that headshot. Windowge about to bump into KHS in the hallway, and Windowge actually going to win that duel despite having the Spectre versus the Phantom. And still has those knives available. There's only 2 of them, but by God, that is 2 knives to use. So Windowge going to push in here, move around, kind of put a little more pressure on the Breach that was playing with the Operator in Heaven. And UT Dallas is actually going to manage to plant on A site here. And, you know, it is a 4v3. It is still absolutely winnable.
Yeah, 2 knives and a tour de force out for UTD. And I think that, I don't know, A&M might not be willing to risk losing this op. They might just be wanting to hold. They do throw a pretty aggressive smoke, and they're throwing the Haunt out. It doesn't... Well, I might have spotted 1 or 2. I don't know. They might have destroyed it in time. Bunny gets stunned a little bit, but, you know, UTD not really peeking, not really giving them the option. Aetha going to get the 1. They know that Bunny's there, but Bunny's not even going to peek until the last second where he picks up Tio, and only 1 falling from UTD. A great hold. A lot of restraint shown from UTD there, and they end up picking up the round.
Yeah, very well played. And that is the swap of sides. And let me tell you, well, 8-4 isn't the best. It is better than 9-3. So UT Dallas definitely takes these. And we saw really strong defensive showing from them. So I am hopeful that we're going to see a really strong defensive showing from them here as well.
Yeah, they have the chamber, which we haven't seen them play just yet. And Grave has been playing pretty well the whole series. He's been consistently doing pretty decent, so I'm hoping that he has some util here. It looks like he probably only bought maybe a tripwire. He has the ghost and then 1 thing of utility. We'll see what it is. But they are going to play aggressive towards A long. They're not going to spot anything. They're assuming that they're either going B or C, and then Fade for UTD is going to rotate back over.
Noble going to throw quite a bit of utility into the garage here. Not immediately find anyone. Grave going to be dueling. Ends up TPing out after taking quite a bit of damage to the hands of Noble. Bunny going to get bitten here, but there are 2 more men on the backside of UT Dallas. I mean, Noble is just getting the picks, though. Dill helping out as well. There's only 2 people left for UTD. Lamb goes down. It is only Doge with the Sheriff on B site, but there are 5 men crawling around on C. The plant comes through, and KHS is going to kill Doge.
Yep, they're going to get the flawless pistol round out there. KHS buying the Sheriff, which is a very aggressive play, considering he has a headhunter gun that he can just use.
He initially had the Ghost, and he picked up the Sheriff from
okay.
the corpse of Windoge there, unfortunately.
Wow. Is that what we're resorting to these days, grave robbing?
I guess so. I mean, listen, when you're this far ahead, you can just do stuff like that. Who's going to stop you?
Yeah, very despicable, and A&M is playing diabolically well right now. They are shutting down UTD's chances of really doing anything this map, and it's kind of UTD's just trying to find whenever TAMU makes a mistake. They don't have a lot of agency this map. They're kind of just playing around TAMU.
I love this chamber TP. I know that we're not going to be able to see it for much longer after the next patch comes out, but I think that it's very interesting to have him up there. And then as soon as he teleports away, that's going to kind of signal to anyone else to push harder. But if he teleports behind that little wall, I mean, they're just going to get shot in the back of the head. And I think that was a really fun kind of setup that we just saw from TAMU. They are going to end up pushing A, so we're not going to see it come to fruition there. But, you know, I love these little tiny Valorant kind of strats that you see from each player.
Yeah, and A&M pushing and probably going to get this plant down very quickly without any real resistance. A 5v5 retake. I think this is only the second 5v5 retake of the series. A shorty out for Grave, and they're going to drop. And they're going to drop like flies. The last one being Bunny. He's just got a classic, and he is gone too. That's another flawless.
They had the whole firing squad under in hell right there, and poor UTD did not expect to see 4 of them down there, much like I would also not expect to see that. I mean, UTD, I liked the idea of like, okay, we're going to have Doge, Bunny, and Aetha all drop at the same time, deal with the person that's in hell, and then deal with anyone else on site. But everyone was in hell there. And in more ways than one, perhaps, as it is now 10-4 in favor of TAMU, and UT Dallas just, I mean, they look a little bit lost.
Yeah, they're definitely looking a little bit lost, and I was gonna make a joke, but then I realized I was looking at the wrong team's perspective. So Noble gonna push up with the Roomba, and they're not gonna spot anything just yet in garage, but they are gonna get the plant down very quickly on B site. And we have another 5v5 retake. I love watching these, and now both teams have some guns. Window's gonna dash onto site. Lamb gonna tap the bomb. They haven't fully cleared the back of site, and Dam's gonna pick up 1, 2, punish them for their insolence of not checking. He's even gonna get a 3rd, gonna get traded. Aetha picking up 2, Aetha picking up 3. If he wins this, it's an ace, but he's gonna throw his smoke out. He knows where the bomb's planted. He knows where at least one of them's playing. They're gonna pop out the breach damage. He knows that one's playing back there. Oh, but he doesn't know the angle, so he doesn't know that the breach is close. Now he knows that's the fade there. He knows that the breach has to be somewhere close too. Oh, so close.
I mean, I'm not sure there's many other ways that you could have played that if you're Aetha. You find those 3 picks, but you only know the fade. You know that the breach just used the C ability, so
Yeah.
it's like, what are you gonna do? You can't really tap the bomb because you know that the fade will get you, but you don't know the breach is, but you have to get the fade, and it's just like, you know, Aetha played that as well as they could, and that itself admirable. And we're once again onto the UTD Sheriff round, which has been historically successful.
Yes.
So,
and that being said, Aetha has the Vandal, so you know, they're trusting that that Aetha can perform, and he does. He already gets 1 pick, so it's 11-4, but Aetha gonna try to make it 11-5. Windows playing very aggressive with this Sheriff. I don't know if he's done any damage. It looks like the breach is a little bit low. They're gonna back up and regroup a bit. They already have the man advantage. A&M gonna try to deny that Vandal, so even if somebody pushes up mid, they won't be able to grab it. Noble going very fast though. They already catch the, oh my gosh, the Omen on site. Oh!
Lamb, I am closing my eyes. I am looking away. I do not see. I do not wish to see.
I pretend I do not see, as we have a 3v3 and KHS is going to start the plant. Not sure what guns UTD's picked up just yet, but a crossfire setup, and Window is pushing up with 10 HP and a Sheriff and a Dream, crucially. He is going to be peeking into 2 there, which is not a great crossfire to peek into. But all 3 UTD members at the same time going to swing. Oh, Noble's going to pick up 2.
The double headshot kill. And I mean, just like that, Noble takes out 2 of the 3. And we move
another
forward.
triple kill, though. He's lighting the server up right now.
I am telling you, look at those 21, 10, 5. Insane plays coming out from Noble. And it's all thanks to the team of TAMU. I mean, all of them have really good numbers on this board right now.
Yeah, but 16 kills in 16 rounds for Aetha is very admirable.
Absolutely. Aetha, I believe, he's been putting in the work. His back hurts a little bit from this Haven game. But, I mean, we're moving into the match point, but it's not over. You know, I've seen it before, but it's looking rough. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, UTD finding some highlights, but altogether not really be able to piece these rounds together. Noble going to pick up Grave. He's going to double jump back in, see if he can do anything, but he's blind at the moment. He's spotted by the Haunt, but he still picks up Aetha. Wrong place, wrong time, buddy. His show gets stopped in its tracks. Lamb going to pick up KHS. The bomb is going to go down. Damn planting safe. Yeah, he gets some chip damage onto him, and Window just picking up another one, so it's actually a 2v1. Noble looking to get a pick. He doesn't find it. He knows where the other one is. He's playing it nice and slow. He's going to back up. Doesn't want to fight into him. Well, oh my gosh, he barely gets Windows. He's on 10 HP. He peeks out. He gets spotted by the Haunt, and Lamb ends up clutching it up 12-5. He's going to get the defuse.
Well played. I want to note Lamb's crosshair placement too, especially when coming from the attacker's side spawn, the defender's side spawn, through that link onto C. I mean, found a kill there and then a bit of chip damage onto the spike as it was planted as well. So, I mean, really solid plays coming out from Lamb. And UT Dallas, they're not going to go down without a fight. Despite how rough it may look, it is never over.
Yeah, it is not over until Valorant doesn't let you touch the keyboard anymore.
True.
So UTD has a semblance of a buy here. They have a rifle and an op, but then they also have 2 guardians and a judge. Windows is going to play B though with the judge and look to play foil for any of the mistakes that TAMU might make, but they're pushing towards C. He's on the wrong site.
Aetha going to throw out that smoke, kind of negate some of the pressure being put out by TAMU right now. It is still 5 men up, but Noble has entered the site. Noble is en route, going to do some chip damage onto Doge, going to empty the clip of that Phantom, and then hold Garage for just a little bit longer. Doge at the end of the dash, and unfortunately dashing does alert Noble to his presence. Aetha going to trade out both Noble and Dill, and it is a 3v3. Aetha going down. I mean, Dio just playing so well. This Omen smoke is going to go down eventually. Lamb knows that everyone is playing long. They know that the tour de force is at the end of this alleyway. And unfortunately for both Grave and Lamb, the tour de force is going to mark the end of their lives as well.
Yeah, a 13-5 victory and 2-1 in the series for Texas A&M. They made it look a little bit easy that
I was going to say, UTD was still showing a pulse, for sure. Yeah. UTD was not completely dead, but TAMU is just playing so well. I mean, look at all of the players of TAMU were essentially star players that round.
Wow, give my boy Aetha some help, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. They're going to get back to it, but again, this kind of shows what I was talking about a bit earlier, where we see more of that team-based play style coming out from TAMU that we don't necessarily see from UT Dallas. UT Dallas, very talented team, very talented players, but we don't always see those calls being made and those calls being trusted that we obviously see from TAMU's players.
Yeah, and we are going to be heading to a break. When we come back, we'll be on our 4th map. This is a best of 5. So since UTD, is going to end up coming back, we'll probably hopefully see 5 maps. So yeah, we'll catch you when we are on the next map.
See you then.
You fell under my spell. So well. You fell under my spell. My spell. You fell I know is right. What I can and I hide might steal my life. My spell, you fell under my spell now. 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 You fell under my spell now. You fell under my spell now. You know I make you feel good. And don't you wanna feel good, good, good? Sometimes I wish that we could go back before you got hurt, hurt, hurt. When before I was scared, now I'm feeling prepared. Don't you wanna feel good? Don't you wanna feel good, good, good?
When you say you were leaving, I thought that you meant it. I played the victim, you starred as indifferent. Hindsight comes standard with rose-colored lenses. Hate to admit it, you're better off. Now you're too afraid to look, too scared to miss it. We're night and day, solar eclipses. Too afraid to look, too scared to miss it. We're night and day, solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses.
Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start it.
Maybe feeling change, I can remember all the reasons why we've been separate ways. Feeling all alone in your company, keeping you captive in busy chains.
We're night and day, solar eclipses. Too afraid to look, too scared to miss it. We're night and day, solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses.
Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again.
Tomorrow we build. Depends on the future we want, we can make it as real. Maybe we will go, give up the ego. Making it feel good. Too scared to just let it go. Too scared to just let it go. Tomorrow we build. Depends on the future we want, we can make it as real. Maybe we will go, give up the ego. Making it feel good. Too scared to just let it go. Too scared to just let it go. always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again. Caught up in your gravity, always end up lost in your wake. Intoxicated, maybe we can start again. We can start again. We can start it.
Go on, Marcel. I'm cold, steel stainless. My glass half full. Always said, don't suffer no fools. Serpents, daydream. I bite, you call me lovely. Got a sweet tooth. Gonna get the sugar from you. When they say I'm a machine gun, I take it as a compliment. Honey, you should know I can be a weapon. I can be a weapon. Come a cold blood, selfish. Your words are painless. I like when I drive and feel so dangerous. They say I'm a red flag, 'cause they want it so bad. You should know I'm holding on to what I had. When they say I'm a machine gun, I take it as a compliment. Honey, you should know I can be a weapon. I can be a weapon.
We're back. We're a little bit late, but it's okay. We're getting refreshed. We're getting a nice little beverage. Red Bull sponsor us? Question mark. But we're here on Pearl, and we're running some really fun comps, in my opinion. Near mirror. Main difference going to be that Neon versus the Phoenix. I personally am Team Neon in this selection.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge fan of Neon. I think that a lot of the times her her usefulness is sort of just like, I think that whenever people play Neon, they are more aggressive. I don't think that her kit's all that great, but obviously I'm bad at the game, and these guys are much better than me. And Lamb, much better than Noble, it would seem. He's going to pick up the first kill and follow it up with a kill onto KHS. He's going to push forward, and he's just shooting through the smoke. He's feeling himself, trying to see if he can spot anyone out. Windows gets aggressive and gets punished for it. They can hear Aetha kind of peeking up. They hear 2, so they're not going to peek into that. They're just going to wait back. UGD does have the man advantage, though.
Yep, Sage holding onto that bomb as they are going to recontest through Art. It looks like they're not going to go B after all. The dog comes out. They do not know that Lamb is still holding here as this fade. I don't think Lamb knows they're going to be continuing to push through Art either. There's still plenty of time on the clock, 45 seconds. So, you know, they don't have to commit to anything quite yet. They have thrown out an Astra Star, and instead of going through Art, they're going to tag that chamber, but unfortunately, Grave is going to be right behind, killing Dill. The Sage down. That's a lot of utility lost, and just puts UTD up.
30 seconds left.
2 men now.
Yeah, a great flank by Grave, and now he's just going to kind of play it slow, you know, lean back in his chair, watch the angle. You know, he probably knows they're going B because of the hold that UTD has on A, so he knows his spot is so crucial. Now he's running around. I don't know if they hear him or not, but the plant already going down. Bomb is going to get planted. They hear him, but it doesn't matter because he's lights out right now, sending them to their grave. He picks up 3 and the round. Going to get the defuse off, and UTD is going to win the pistol round again.
There you go. I mean, Neon first one to go down there. I think that it's less that I like Neon and more that I'm like a Phoenix anti. I think that because Phoenix was just so bad for so long, whenever I think of him in my brain, I'm like, oh, he's a throw pick. When obviously he's not. I mean, the reason TAMU picked him is because he fits into their comp and he fits into the play style that they have. I just, and it's Noble too. So like, after the way Noble's been playing, who am I to say anything ill, you know? So I don't know. I'm excited to see how this is going to shake out. Looks like TAMU is kind of favoring A site right now, which is where both the Sage, the Fade, and the Astra are all set up. Astra, Fade holding Art, Sage holding that site, probably with her wall.
Yeah, and then Neon looking to hold mid here with not much utility. I think that might be a tripwire from Chamber, offering just a little bit of support. But going to play a little bit more passively. They know they have the gun advantage. They know they don't have to really force an issue. TAMU's going to start getting desperate at around, it's like 50 seconds is usually the timer. But they are pushing through right now, and Window's going to fall early. They're probably going to aggro right now. They throw out the Astra Star, and they do wait. They show some patience. They get the Prowler out. They back up. But the gun advantage is here, and Aetha's going to pick up 2. So is Lamb. Just 1 left.
It is going to be the Chamber versus Chamber on this B long here. Brief Astra Star coming out, just allowing Grave to reposition just a little bit. But KHS is about to, meet the squad on the side here. Is going to manage to take down Lamb just by pulling out the classic, but Bunny going to move in pretty soon afterwards with the Sheriff. And UTD picking up their 2nd round in a row.
Yeah, man, he got a haircut from Grave there. He moved off, and that bullet tracer was like right next to him still. Very scary stuff. Did end up falling, and that is the 2nd round, but UTD did drop 2 on that map, so they're going to be on some iffy guns. You know, not ideal, but they're going to try to see if they can edge this out. They're going to completely leave alone B site, which it's looking like might be a mistake, but depending on how slow TAMU takes it, we could see some good rotations here, but UTD definitely stacking up towards A mid.
TAMU forcing that full buy too. You can see 2 of them were running the light shields, but they might just get B site for free. UT Dallas realizing the grave mistake they have made, now running through B mid link here.
Yeah, they are squatting up. KHS going to get that quick pick onto Bunny. Going to shut his round down before it really even gets started. That is one of the flankers, and all of TAMU heading back and going to play this one long. That is a nightmare to see if you're an attacker. That is walking into a firing squad.
I was going to say, I think this is such a cool plant that they've chosen to do instead of anything even mildly standard. All 5 of them are just going to be staring into the eyes of UT Dallas. Neon Wall going to come up, just provide a little bit of cover there, but ultimately Noble going to flash on in. One more, it's just Aetha on this Astra, Hail Marying poor Noble there, but really solid play, and then follow-up by TAMU right there.
Yeah.
But UTD kind of served them that one. I mean, it was on a silver platter, that B site.
Yeah, they gambled, and I think that it worked out okay. I mean, both teams on a full buy here. Two people on ETD on light armor, and then Noble on light armor. But you know, I'm fine with that. You know, you play retake on that site, and it just doesn't work because they had a really good plant. They're just able to play along, but you pick up two, you deny two rifles, and you know whoever loses this round is dead broke. So very, very important round for UTD. Bunny gonna get that ult orb and then back up. Grave gonna pick up KHS early, teleports out, repositions. Not gonna try to take any more than he is given.
Lamb now going to be holding those doors. Will be rotating around through the backside of Art. Noble is going to use the run it back to move in. Try to find a little bit of damage onto Bunny. Unfortunately does not. Bunny going to kill that duplicate before Noble has a chance to make anything happen. And then is going to turn right around and kill Dill as well. Noble cleaning up Bunny at the end of the day, but it did take a little more work than initially intended. Grave is going to be playing this back site. Will be playing on dugout side as opposed to flower side. Finds Tio. The spike has gone down. Damn, managed to get it. But there are now 3 men for UT Dallas on this site, and it's going to be a little bit rough, especially when you get stunned by that neon bounce.
Yeah, he was damned to lose that round. 3v1, not ideal to play for, and he does end up falling. Huge round for UTD, and like we said, now TAMU is going to be dead broke. You know, they had like 150 each at the end of at the beginning of last round, and since they only picked up 2 kills, they didn't get much more. You can see that one of them has enough to buy, but the rest of them are going to be scrounging around for the charcuterie board of weapons that they might desire.
My influence of the charcuterie board. I will say, though, the one nice thing about Astra, especially when it comes to playing kind of econ rounds, is Astra is a pretty cheap agent to buy for because you are really only buying those stars. So that is why we saw Dam with so much money at the end of that round, even though the rest of TAMU was, as you said, scrounging around, kind of see what they could find.
I think Grave kind of screwed up his anchor there. He placed it right as the spawn wall lifted, and I think it hit it, so he wasn't able to push up as far. It doesn't matter because they're not going there. But if it did, that would have been a really tragic thing to happen. UTD going to be looking to deny any sort of push here. Bunny actually has the Guardian, surprisingly enough. I think he was one of the guys to fall last round, so he's playing a little bit on the back foot. But they're just you know, holding this close angle here, trying to not let any push happen. But oh my gosh, they hide really well, but they end up getting both taken out by Bunny. Still trading back, but still damage done. 2 dudes down for TAMU, 2 more from Lamb and Aetha.
It is just going to be that tour de force. I mean, KHS has been doing a lot of great stuff on the chamber. I'm not going to deny that. But when it's just you, the tour de force, and then 2 guys in art, it's going to be a little bit difficult to play. We hear shots being traded. KHS is, in fact, going to find Aetha, but he is now down to 2 HP. Doge going to push in as well as, I mean, Lamb was thinking about it, but ultimately KHS going to move in through this side room off of art.
He has a Guardian, but I mean, they can kind of just not really push him. I mean, they don't really need to. I wonder if he saw the gun barrel. He didn't. Whoa! He's kind of
silly with it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's kind of nasty for doing that.
Yeah, that was fun. I mean, it sucks to be Doge in that situation, but it also is kind of silly to see just a cheeky little chamber gameplay here and there.
Just a cheeky little silly gamer doing his things.
A gamer, a chamber, gameplay. It's all one and the same at the end of the day.
Yeah, especially if you're KHS. This dude's been playing well the whole series. I think he's been on chamber every map, right? Or did he take a map off?
Yeah, no. Never a break from the chamber grind for this guy. And you know what? It shows. It shows in the amazing gameplay.
Yeah, they're going to take his champion away next patch.
I know. Saddest news that you could possibly hear. Noble going to try to push up through these wood doors, but a lot of utility being thrown at them, and so they're just going to back off. Looks like TAMU only has the res available, whereas UTD is looking at what was once 4 ults is now 3 ults with the death of Lamb.
Yeah, Grave going to break up that haunt and back up. Really not in a great position here. I think if TAMU had forced that issue, would have been a little bit spooky, but Money gonna res Lamb. Back in action. We got an ult back, so 3 ults to 1, but I don't know if they're aware that TAMU's rotating. I mean, I'm sure they figured it out now, but it's all gonna be on Astra to see if they can make a hero play. Noble gonna start planting the bomb. as Grave does finally start his rotation. If he gets hit, he's vulnerable, but he's still going to place it down. You know, sometimes it's nice for dudes to be vulnerable, but other times they're going to fall. Actually, no, he's not. He's going to come back and he's going to get one. They're in a 5v2 situation or 4v2 situation. Grave going to take out the run it back, but not anything more than that.
UTD dropped to 2 men. They were looking so good for a while. The Astro Wall had come out, but I'm not really sure that it was playing in the favor that they probably were hoping for. Definitely blocked off any of those longer sight lines, but UTD just was not able to make the push fast enough for that wall to find the utility that it was really looking for. And quite frankly, it seemed to actually help TAMU quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely helped TAMU. UTD going to be opting for this save here. Not really great. You know, they definitely thought that TAMU wasn't going to rotate, so they kind of just held strong on that A site just a little bit too long. And being able to push with that Sage Wall on that site is just kind of broken. They had the Astra Star to be able to make that guy vulnerable, but it just was not enough. And TAMU kind of rolled over that site, got the plant down, and that was wraps.
Yeah, I think that UT Dallas was expecting the rotation up through mid through Art possibly, or even all the way around through that little sewers area. But, you know, TAMU comfortable on B, and it's obviously showing. Damn, only 3... Nope, already placed that last star. I'm like, be a weird buy. But gonna place 3 stars up there on that catwalk area just to kind of, again, create that space that is needed. And unfortunately, Doge gonna prove the Stinger superiority there and take down. I mean, unfortunately, now those Astra Stars are rendered useless, essentially.
Yeah, I think it's always so funny to watch people because, like, whenever they miss a spray, a lot of the times when they're, like, these really good players, they're still, like, matching, the velocity of the other guy, like, perfectly. But they're just, like, behind because they're not used to, like, being off like that.
The brain just has a little bit of a skip, you know?
Yeah.
Both Nightfalls are going to be thrown out across this point here. It is a 4v5, but not for very long as Tio takes down 2 and Noble takes down 1. Windoge and Aetha going to find some trades of their own. It is a 2v2. Aetha going to actually win that peak against the Operator. KHS going to go down. Doge going to find Dill and perhaps... No,
It's so close.
Not quite enough.
Come
Maybe?
On.
Not quite enough. Not quite enough. I was like...
The audio cues were weird for us.
Yeah, I was like, it skipped. Did you hear it skip at one point? And I'm like, is it? Is it not? Hello. I was on the edge of my seat. Slightly less than a second, though. Windoge really trying there. And,
so close.
So close.
A really clutch shot onto the diffuser there. Just putting the nail in the coffin there. Very, very, very close for UTD there, but unfortunate.
UTD, that being said, still up by 1. So it is 4-3, and we're on to the fabled Sheriff round right now.
Yes, Fabled is in. There was a timeout once, and UTD clutched up once, but let's see if we can make it twice here. Tour de Force going to be pushing up very aggressive. He misses the flash, and he instantly gets hit, and Grave is out of there like a thief in the night. Does not want to be seen there again. Backing up into the back of sight. Going to try and wait, see if he can get anybody else. But it looks like TAMU's taking it slow. But Neon... rotating, being a little silly goober, rotating in the back.
I was going to say, because Grave backed up, I mean, that is definitely the play to make, but that does leave it pretty free for the Sage ult to come through. And indeed, we do see that KHS is going to get taken down by Bunny, so even though the Phoenix was resurrected, I mean, it's still going to be a 4v5. And they are going to continue to push A. They decided not to back out here. And UT Dallas is now ready and waiting for them.
Ooh, that's 2 kills onto the same guy. Noble's got to be feeling that in his chest. Grave going to be picking up 3 this round. He keeps re-peeking. Ooh, he gets finally taken out by the Sage. UTD Bunny looking to do something. Dill has the better gun, so he is going to peek and kill. Lamb finally going to take out Dill, and Lamb's going to finish it off. 5-3, a thrifty, fabled Sheriff round.
We're making it fabled. You are watching a legend in the making right now, okay? But with that, I mean, TAMU coach is going to call for a quick timeout. Gonna give us 60 seconds to take a look at what is cooking.
Yeah, I really think that the TAMU coach is going to be like, man, we can't keep losing
to these sheriffs, guys, please.
These guys are cold with the sheriff.
That being said, it was slightly less thrifty than it first appeared because Grave did have that Operator tour de force.
But it cost $0.
It cost $0, 0 cents. So it is pretty thrifty, but also, I mean, there was that advantage that UTD had that wasn't immediately kind of noticeable.
Yeah, free gun and a free round for UTD, forcing the timeout, kind of getting in TAMU's head, hopefully. They do have the Astra ult, so we're going to... Where do you think that wall will come out?
I am honestly not sure. It really is going to depend on where they're pushing. If I were to guess if they pushed B, I'd imagine it would be used to kind of free up that like half of sight where you're going to see, a lot of people lurking in the backside, a lot of people lurking on that higher ground. I think that it's going to kind of clean up that longer area so they won't need to use the Sage Wall. They can just use the Astra Wall to clear off that site. If they go A, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but I'd imagine they're going to use it to kind of block off the Art Connect and the back dugout so that they can move into that corner that we saw the Sage and the Fade playing in a bit earlier with a lot more ease, if you will.
Yeah, and I think we gotta do a quick shout out for our Astra players in the audience, because Astra, while is not making those flashy plays, oh my gosh,
the legwork of it all.
Is it like such a like very engaging champ to play? Like you're always doing something, you're always engaged, like going in and out of your monk form and thinking about things and placing stars, and then you have to get out and fight. It's a whole lot to deal with, so big shout out to the Astra players and Aetha. Ooh, Grave picking up Noble there. But yeah, Aetha, the Astra player right now, he's making it look easy.
Absolutely. Astra is definitely a quick maths character. You have to think on your feet. There's so many... She has such a simple kit, right, with these 4 stars, but there's so many different ways that you can make these plays, and I mean, unfortunately for Tio, not a whole lot of plays being made there. Went to throw the haunt and was punished pretty much instantly by Bunny. Dam and Dill still lurking in this B connect. Dill gonna peek. Lamb with the perfect crosshair placement, but unfortunately did not expect Dam to also be there. So that, once again, these Astra players, man, they're sneaky. You don't know what to expect from them. She's so versatile, and I mean, it's so interesting all the different ways that she can be used.
Yeah, and KHS just going to try to peek up. He has really low HP. He's just going to run forward. Dam's going to pick up Graves. They are going to be pushing together. UTD not really with the defense, but they don't know that Astra's just waiting there, waiting for the plant noise.
10 seconds left.
He's going to get one. Oh, Dam trades it back, though. Dam's coming alive in this map right now. 3 kills, but slide in. Get the win.
I was going to say, it's in the name, baby. Win Doge.
Yep.
And this time, UT Dallas will be able to safely defuse. It's going to take it to 6-3. Really solid plays coming out from Dam right there, playing off of their teammates so well. But ultimately, UTD just had that man advantage.
Yep. Win Doge wins those, as they say in the industry.
The crowd goes wild.
Dude, okay, this is the best part about playing Neon though. Pre-round, you're just able to do the infinite slides. It's so satisfying.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not a Neon player. I'm not like a super aggro player, so I don't play a lot of duelists, like hardly at all. She's scary to me. Like, I don't know. She's scary to play against. She's scarier to play. As much as I'm not a Phoenix fan, I'd much rather play Phoenix than Neon personally.
Yeah, I think what's terrifying about Jet and Neon is that you still have to hit, like you have to be really good to use the ult correctly. So I just play champs with good ults, but Noble gonna fall down. He uses his ult. That's down, but that's a free essentially Sova drone for them. They're gonna go forward and get this plant. Planting in the very safe spot, using that Astral Wall really well to be able to dodge that. You're gonna back up, hit by the haunt, but it doesn't really matter, and he's gonna TP out.
I was going to say, this is the exact Astral Wall that I had pictured in my head. I don't know if I did a good job of explaining it to you guys, but it is how I saw it. We are going to see the second Astral Wall come out from Aether as well, and that is going to cut off that long sight line. So Doge popping the Neon ultimate as well, hoping to zap somebody really quick, but was looking just the wrong way. Tio going to find that kill. I mean, nice little
that's one.
grab well. I mean, the grab well came out. Aetha still placing these stars, gonna try to get this down. It is an Astra versus Astra moment. Is gonna find the kill, but it's just not gonna be enough time to get the defuse through. Aetha instead gonna try to get out of there, but unfortunately it's just not quite enough.
Yeah, that is a show of force from Aetha, though. He does win that clutch out, which is very admirable. This map and last map, Aetha has been playing pretty phenomenally.
Yeah, absolute master course in how these controllers can be played. because, you know, you think controller, you're like, okay, whatever, blocking sight lines, you're playing from the back, but the aggression that you can actually build by taking these lines of sight is really impressive. And while a lot of people tend to lump controllers into a defensive role, I think that they're extremely versatile, and we've been seeing that from Aetha the entire series today.
Yeah, Aetha has been playing exceptionally well, and also on the Astra doing a lot of the legwork and setting up these maps. Grave gonna fall to Noble early though. Very unfortunate. Going to give that op over pretty quickly, and they're going to be able to get this Sage Wall up that they've been doing and get the really, really good plant down in the corner. He's going to start the plant. I don't think Windows is going to even try to contest it.
I mean, there's only so much you can do. If you shoot that wall, they know exactly where you are. Windows going to round the corner and immediately get his head taken off. KHS going to find a kill. Lamb managed to trade out one, but it is, again, just going to be Aetha on this Astra. Not a whole lot he can do. He does get the kill onto KHS, but Dill is also peeking that same angle, which I don't quite think we were expecting to see.
Yeah, Aetha, I think, just lost a little bit of track of where his character was and peaked a little bit earlier than he was expecting, and he gets caught out for it. But that is round 5 for TAMU. They're kind of coming back in the end of this half. UTD still has the sort of I don't know, not so great buy.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that we can see some
sampler,
sort of magic.
you know.
Yeah, the sampler platter. And UTD going to look to set up a sort of default. I don't think that Gravy's going to be playing as aggressive as he has in the past couple of rounds. UTD does have 2 ults ready.
I think that TAMU has just kind of realized like how free this B site can be. Looks like the Phoenix Molly is going to come out, but not really do any immediate damage to Grave. So Grave is just going to continue to hold that side site kind of, you know, behind this panel. I'm not really sure what to call that exactly. But Grave in a pretty good position, especially because he still has the rendezvous set up. So Aetha holding this crossfire with him, and it looks like Fade has that Nightfall ready. Nice little cheeky headshot. Aetha gonna pick up a kill as well. Noble coming back up with the help of Dill. But still down 1 man. They lost KHS. Noble gonna round that corner, not expecting to see so many of UTD's men. Tayo finding Grave.
And yeah, Windows going to be on the flank and doesn't end up picking anything. Tio and Dam going to pretty much equalize this, and UTD is now on the back foot here. Both players playing the same position, but Aetha, marked with the K, is going to only be at 68 HP, and now they're finally starting the plant. They're going to try to stop it. Okay, they get the plant stopped for just a second. It allows UTD to get a little bit of thinking going. They have the star up, so they know that they're probably playing back behind the smoke. The wall goes out. Dill's going to pick up one. Is Dill going to go aggressive? He is. He's going to get punished by Lamb. The Haunt comes out. It's just on the other side of the wall, just in time. He's not going to pick up. Oh, he's going to go through, and a great shot from Dam is going to end that half 6-6.
It is quite literally anyone's game. I do think it was a good call to hang onto that Spectre and play around that wall. Once again, we're seeing the utility coming out from these Astras, how they can provide for their teammates, but unfortunately, when you are half HP and there's still 2 of them lording over the bomb, there's only so much that Lamb can do there.
Yeah, Lamb and Aetha, Lamb, Aetha, and Grave are playing really, really well. You know, on defense, they're kind of coming alive here, and I'm interested to see how Aetha can hold up this sort of level of performance going on to offense, because, you know, Astra on defense, you're sort of able to control like the flow of the defense or the flow of the offense, so you can kind of cater them to do whatever you want, and you know you can punish that pretty well. So I'm wondering if he can do the same sort of thing on offense.
We are going to see the first star come out, provide a little bit of space for the rotation from Chamber so he can get this longer line of sight, set the rendezvous up. KHS is going to be playing a little bit higher on the point, but is ultimately going to win that duel. I mean, the Headhunter is just going to win against the Ghost 80% of the time there. And
it hunted its head successfully. Windows going to forego his opportunity to take mid control and run back towards Art. And, you know, Dam holding very close here, so I guess Windows should be happy he did not push. I'm going to start some stars out towards A. They're pretty much aware of this. And Windows found out by the Haunt. Going to be forced back, and I don't think... Yeah, no.
Oh, dear.
Astra's not playing aggressive. He's going to run straight into it, but he's not going to find it. He sees the fade, but he's going to miss the first couple of shots. He gets peeked by Dam. Dam goes down. He swings back, but he's vulnerable, so he gets 1 shot. KHS traded out by Lamb. It's a 3v2 for TAMU. UTD peeks through. They're going to get 1, but Noble gets 2.
That was some messy Valorant. I will not lie to you. There was a lot going on in that B Connect right there.
And we heard Phoenix's sigh of relief there too.
Yeah, what can you say? I mean, Doge was so close to finding 2 right there, just spamming the enemy Fade TO out through that smoke. But I think he wasn't aware of the utility he was getting, or he thought that the Astra would be better. And indeed, he did clean up the Astra, but that left room for the Fade to come and shoot him in the back. So I think that it was just kind of scattered. And then once Doge went down, like, both teams were kind of like, well, we're here, and we're going to make it work. Dill just going to block off the entirety of UTD, who will now come over the wall, trading back and forth. Both Sages are down.
Yeah, very quick micro reaction there to pop that wall back over. Punish him, and UTD gonna go for the quick plant, but Noble is not gonna let that happen. Ferrari peeking windows, just not even gonna stop pressing that button. Just gonna peek all the way through, and it's a 2v4 for UTD. You know, if they had gotten that bomb plant, it would have been sick, but not great position here. Theo gonna pick up Aetha, and it's just Grave left with the classic. He gets the dink, but that's about all he's gonna get.
Yep, I mean, this defense being put out by TAMU right now is just... so far on these 2 rounds, it's been unbreakable. But, I mean, these are just pistol rounds, and it is, as of now, that we're going to start seeing a little bit more of those real guns. UTD doing a full buy save for the shielding on Aetha and Bunny, whereas it's a bit of a mixed bag coming out from TAMU right now.
Yeah, Dam is still going to be, or Dam and his cohorts of 4 homies are going to be on Spectres. And Dill going to be on that Stinger. I've yet to see the Stinger do a whole lot. I'm not entirely sure why these guys prefer Stinger over, like, Sheriff. I feel like these guys are usually pretty lights out with the Sheriff, so I've always thought the Stinger is a little bit of an interesting choice. I mean, they're better than me.
I was going to say, I'm sure there's some reason that makes perfect sense at this level of play that doesn't make sense for the level of play that I would normally participate in, you know? But I'll be damned if I know what that choice is, you know? Doge is going to be playing up front with the Judge moving through Art, but UTD going to now back off a little bit to go pick up the Spike, which has been dropped on B side of the spawn.
Yeah.
So moving back through Link here.
Fade might give people nightmares, but what gives me nightmares is Neon with a Judge, and that's exactly what Windows has. He's going to be pushing through mid very quickly. Gonna peek that and just, you know, Theo's gone.
Yeah, just got absolutely deleted. Grave gonna find the pick onto Dam as well. Windows just slipping around, moving in and out. Noble gonna move on through. Nice little kill by Lamb onto Dill, who is attempting to come up through Ling. Noble gonna be one of 2 men left. Gonna wall off Doge, but Doge gonna peek it, actually. Noble will be able to clean it up, but Lamb right there to take it back.
Yeah, a near flawless round for UTD. Except they lost their Judge. Oh no, you know, he'll be able to buy this round.
That's the most expensive gun in the game. Not the Judge. The Elder Flame Judge, too. What's the point?
Well, he actually has another, so we're not going to have to lament for too long. He will be able to, you know, run and Judge, like spray and pray, but
okay,
like, better.
I'm tracking with you. Gotcha.
But I don't.
Is there a better name?
No,
I think that
not.
I think that you found the best one right off the bat. Once again, this Spike going to be left in pretty much the same spot. The B link into mid here. I mean, both haunts coming out, getting shut down before they manage to find anything. And then, you know, looks like TAMU getting a little excited, walking forward a little bit. But there's a Judge waiting on that door. And I mean, poor Doge is just between a rock and a hard place right now. Gets taken out by KHS, but there was another member of TAMU right behind those wood doors. It was Dill, I believe. Aetha and Bunny rotating through their spawn side because it looks like a lot of space has been made by Grave onto B site. Dam gonna drop that star, and Grave unfortunately just not able to quite connect. Both Astra Stars from UT Dallas going to be dropped to block off these line of sights, but they did not block off Hell, which is where KHS is going to be playing from. Dill playing from Heaven in the meantime, which is a blocked off sight line. Noble going to lose that long range fight with Grave. So, I mean, UT Dallas, despite only having 2 members, is in an okay position right now.
Yeah, they're gonna just give them that sound cue to try to force TAMU to do that, which is not great. Grave gonna fall, so it's Aetha in a 1v3. We've seen him work some magic before,
30 seconds
but
left.
TAMU's giving him a lot of space to try to see if he can make a play, which I think is good for TAMU. They know they have the man advantage, and that doesn't even really matter because Aetha gets aggressive, gets punished, and that's 9 rounds for TAMU.
I mean, Aetha had no stars left there, and as cool as Astra is, as many cool plays you can make with her, you do need stars to do that, or at least a wall. And unfortunately, I really just do not think that Aetha had anything to play off of. Once Grave made that peak, which was into 2 of TAMU, they knew that both of the TAMU players were there. They heard both gunshots, so I think it was a little interesting that Grave would have peaked that. I guess maybe he thought that maybe one of them was rotating up to heaven, but it really left Aetha in like a really rough position to play.
Yeah, and we talked about how watching how Aetha plays aggressive or attack Astra is important. He hasn't gotten a kill this half.
Mm-hmm.
He's been sat at 16 kills the whole half, and being at 16 kills after 16 rounds ain't bad. But if you started the half with 16, it's a little rough. Ooh, Window's gonna pick up the run it back. He's gonna rush forward and try to pick up the second one too. He is gonna get it. So that is Phoenix down after 2 kills. Bunny gonna pick up Dill, so it's a 4v2 for UTD. Still have the Neon Tio rotating through mid, very sneakily, very quietly. Gonna see if he can get anything. Meanwhile, Astra rotating through CT. Gonna just wait to see if Tio can work some magic and then play off of that contact.
There is Tio going down to Bunny after all that sneaking through Art. And I think that Dam is just going to do a save here. Going to run back to B side from the spawn, it appears. Dropping a star. I think it's just to kind of say like, hey, I'm still lurking around A, when in reality, like, no, he's out of there. He's going to be moving to B. Giving up this round, it will move it up to the 8-9, still in favor of TAMU here.
Yep, Dim definitely just going to save this. Save. I don't know if those are the star animations. It's kind of weird on the spectator client if those are ones he recalled or those are the ones he bought.
Those are recalled stars, yes.
Okay, so he will not be saving any of his stars. Did not know that Windoge was so close. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, I know. I was like, let's look at the star economy, and then all of a sudden I look up and Windoge is like right around the corner, but everyone was safe. Everyone was fine.
Yep, and going into this round, UTD still opting to keep this judge instead of trying to waste some of that extra money. But now it's TAMU's turn to see if they can make some Sheriff magic happen.
Mm-hmm. They are definitely on the back foot as far as the economy goes right now. Even Astra only buying 3 of 4 stars. Stars are pretty cheap, so you know that if you're not buying all of them, it's definitely a rough time. Dill almost getting concussed there, but managing to back out just in the nick of time. And UT Dallas gonna rotate back into their spawn. Unfortunately, though, they lost Grave, which means that Noble now has a Vandal, but he does not have that Vandal for very long, as Aetha is going to break the kill curse and shut that down before it has a chance to get started.
Yeah, and UTD just gonna try to take this mid control so they can res up Noble, Grave, and then they're gonna work from there. And I think that they're probably just gonna keep going towards A, through mid it seems, or they might still want to go towards B. But
no way, KHS on this chamber, and he is here to play, finding 3 kills with 2 shots. Unfortunately, I mean, the judge just most goated gun in the game. We've already established, so that is going to beat out the operator. But it is Aetha versus the world, and unfortunately Dam is just a little bit too sneaky. Gonna sneak up behind, and there is the win on the safe round from TAMU, and it's now 8-10.
Yeah, 8-10, but UTD still does have about enough to buy. Windoge is so committed to the spit that, okay, I was about to say, he was about to run Judge with no armor at all, and I was about to be very impressed, I think.
Are you sure that's the word?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm impressed by his
dedication to
dedication, fortitude, will, all those words. Perseverance, strength,
knowledge.
Yeah, all those words. Because Windoge on that has been doing pretty good. I mean, he's been pretty consistently getting 1 or 2 each round.
I was going to say, we sound sarcastic, but honestly, the judge has not been a bad pick. I'm just not sure it's the pick when you are running it with no armor.
Yeah, with absolutely nothing else. Because Neon being able to slide in is cool because you can get 1 or 2 shots off. But if you can only get 1 shot off, then it's like, okay, well, maybe that's not the right gun. But UTD See if they can do anything towards A. Ooh, I don't. Did Dill even spot him?
don't
Oh,
think
he
so.
didn't. Wow.
I
Really
was like,
unlucky for Dill.
That was an unfortunate timing if I've ever seen one. Star is going to be collected from B so that both Astra and Chamber can start their rotation. The Decay, the Mark, and the Healing all on Bunny at the same time. Bunny experiencing every effect in the game that he can. Just need to be blinded. But UT Dallas going to plant that spike, and it is now a 4v2. Just Astra and Chamber kind of hanging out. Looks like they are going to, in fact, fall back to B. But Doge is, pulling a cheeky little, sneaky little play up through Link here.
Yeah, they hear the flame come out, but he gets spotted by the trip. So he's not going to be able to push unless he gets very aggressive, which I don't expect he will. And so TAMU is just going to save. So we are going to be at 9-10 in favor of TAMU. And, UTD is still sitting on 3 ultimates after this round. TAMU on just the Resurrection, unless somehow they manage to get one at the beginning, an ult orb or 2 at the beginning of next round. So a pretty favorable position for UTD here. I'm not sure how the economy actually looks for TAMU, but they might be on the back foot here. Yeah, it looks like they're not going to be buying super great, except KHS feels like taking the game into his own hands and buying that operator.
Yeah,
A show of force.
An operator fit for a king there. If you have enough money to get it, then may as well. I mean, the save came through, which was definitely life-saving as far as like Dam and KHS are concerned. Because if they hadn't saved those 2 guns, then there would have been absolutely no shot that they'd be able to buy as well as they're buying.
Yeah, and I've been wondering what KHS stands for, if it's like an acronym or something. I've been trying to think of some in my head, but it's probably just his initials, in all honesty.
I forget that people have those sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, really?
No, I do not.
All right, well, yeah, KHS or...
You got it?
No, I'm not going to try.
Okay.
Well, he is going to KHS his way back into the back of the site and try to see if he can do anything from there. He's rotating through CT. Grave going to pick up Tio on I think a lucky spray through the smoke. I'm not sure though. And Windows is going to be pushing up with a Judge. Going to pick up Noble. Man, he's just mean.
I like it. Know what? I think it's funny. I think it's very funny. And you know what? Getting killed by a Judge definitely gets in your head just a little bit. Even if you have the strongest mental of all time. You die to a Judge and you're like, why?
Yeah, this guy's he's just not good. He's just not skilled. And then he just keeps doing it over and over until
it does take a little bit.
You crack and you buy the Judge too, and then you get killed, and then the game's just over. Your mental is fried after that.
Doge is actually going to be lurking in this little sewers area. Is going to manage to find that. Going to get opped by KHS pretty soon after. It was silly, though. You got to admire that. UT Dallas, once again, going to take this attack round, and it's going to move it up to 10-10. We are down to the wire.
Yeah. KHS or kisses his sister is
okay, I don't know. Hold on. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
It's going to be...
I know we're talking about a Chamber player, but let's not BM this guy.
It looks like Tammy's going to take the timeout. Maybe they heard my comms.
They did, bro. They're taking a timeout so KHS can like have a little cry for a minute. You can only hit so many op shots through tears.
Yeah, you're going to have to put the windshield wiper on his eyes there if he's going to want to pick up
goodness.
Anymore. But he did manage to save the op, so luckily that's huge for TAMU.
Yeah, once again, KHS and Dam coming through with these saves that are quite literally saving the economy of TAMU, because even though they are all pretty pressed for creds, they can, if they stretched it, buy at least 2 rifles here, and then, kind of leave that last guy to whatever you can afford, I guess. But UT Dallas is still sitting pretty with this full rifle buy plus the Judge, which in the hands of Doge is also essentially a rifle.
Yeah, Doge has been sliding forward, but he's really been the judge, the jury, and the executioner. He's managed to claw his way back to an even KD this map, which is very impressive considering it did not start the greatest. And UTD also kind of clawing their way back. I know the half started 6-6, but I think TAMU might have won the first 3 or 4 rounds.
I believe they did, like right in a row. Yeah. So
yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah, UTD definitely making their little comeback here. And we're going to see if they can stay on that forward foot. Definitely leaning towards the A push right now. A has proved very successful. The haunt comes out from TAMU. Doesn't find any information rather than the fact that they're here, which, TAMU already knew. KHS is going to pick up that kill onto Aetha in the meantime, though. So, I mean, UT Dallas down 1 man. They do not have that resurrect, so they are going to stay in a 4v5 until someone makes a play.
Yeah, he's just going to be holding that close angle with the judge, just being very scary. You know, they're down 1, so I have a hard time believing TAMU's going to get super antsy or aggressive. But, you know, in the case that they do, Windows is waiting there with the judge to stop them in their tracks. But yeah, TAMU playing very reserved, and UTD just kind of formulating some sort of idea or process. Looks like they might try to shade towards A after this haunt expires. Lamb just peeking up a little bit. He has a lot of his util. Gonna get spotted by Tio, but Windows just gonna run in. People are backing up. They are afraid of him. KHS sneaking behind the headhunter with the op, seeing if he can do anything. They're gonna hear him through the wall. He's just gonna be a distraction. Windows gets hit by the haunt. Can barely see him. Picks up
30 seconds left.
the first part of him, and Lamb gets the other part. Lamb gonna fall to Dam though. They know that he's back there.
Player standing.
Wow.
Bunny critically unaware, and now it is just Grave. He's in grave danger.
I
here.
was... Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to make the same joke. When you're on game 4 of this cast, I mean, there's only so many jokes that present themselves to you. Holding flowers with that operator and Grave just does not stand a chance. Trying to go for Dam. There were 3 members of TAMU in dugout right there. They were back into a corner. UTD had them right where they wanted them and just could not make it happen. We saw Windoge kill the run it back, and it was closely followed by the killing of the Phoenix himself. But, I mean, Dam was just there. He had 3 HP. He was not going down without clawing the rest of UTD with him.
Yeah, and claw him he did. And now UTD still luckily has that full buy, and Windows has his judge, so everything's right in the world.
True. Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Except he doesn't have an even KDA, so he legally has to get a kill this round.
I have the police on the phone. I am ready to tell them if he does not even out this KDA. Does K8? Oh my.
There
goodness.
it is. 15-15. He's going to be pushing into backside, see if he can do anything from there. The wall's going to stop him. He doesn't know there's a chamber waiting with an op on the other side. I mean, he assumes, but he doesn't know for sure. The haunt's going to come out, but it's a shotgun battle. Oh, he gets caught reloading.
No, he's reloading! UTD, look me in the eyes. How many times are we going to have to see this same thing? How many times are we going to watch you reload in the face of death? I say this as a chronic reloader. I had to unbind my reload key for a little bit.
Okay, that seems like a little bit.
It wasn't like in comp or anything, but it's just because I would spam it all the time.
Yeah.
I've broken the habit since, but I mean, Dam is looking like it's a rough go right now. Yep, there's the grab well, and poor Dam's, they're just playing with their food at this point.
Perfect.
UTD. Oh, okay. Atha just gonna point his little gun right through that wall and find Dam. Not gonna be able to escape though, so that is every player in the lobby dying to that. That's gonna add some intrigue to the economy, but UT Dallas, they still have enough to comfortably buy here. The only exception being Bunny on those light shields.
Yeah, and Windows got his judge still. 15-16, so once again, legally has to get a kill. It's written into law. And so, you know, looking at how he's going to get his kill, it's looking like they're probably going to run towards mid here. Sage is playing close, might just insta-wall. Yeah, Sage just insta-walls and isn't going to let any sort of play mid happen. KHS going to pick up Lamb and instantly TP out of there. He is going to just reposition. It looks like he might be going towards A. They might be reading this A play. Ooh, yeah, it looks like he's thinking about it. He's really considering where he's going to go. But he does land on A. And Dill just holding mid. Did he miss Windows?
Yeah. So the Astra Star, talk about perfect timing. We've seen so many instances of that. The Astra Star went down right after Windows rounded that corner after hopping the wall. So Dill does not know, and now Windows is being stared at by KHS with this operator, though I don't think KHS is aware of that yet.
Whoa!
And look at that! There. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, Windows got taken out pretty quickly, but you just saw the top of Neon's head in the corner of that, and you know that your doom is impending.
That was an incredibly fast peek. Just the slide into the instant judge headshot just ended temporarily, because the res came out, but temporarily ended Chambers' round.
Yeah, KHS back up. It is a 5v3. Looking a little bit rough for UTD. They want to try to pull off this same wall play that they saw TAMU doing, and indeed they just might. Grave should be able to get the spike down pretty comfortably here. We're going to see Atha playing the long. Okay, TP coming out. I really like the positioning of UT Dallas right now. Bunny going to be playing in these back halls. Has the ultimate available. Going to be sneaking all the way up onto the edge of the wall. Does get blinded by Noble, though. Luckily, Aetha there to watch his back. Tio going to be the one to kill Aetha. I mean, Grave finding that pick. Grave finding 2. It is still absolutely winnable. Damn, the only one alive on the side of TAMU.
Yeah, he's in the 1v1 here. Oh, he just gets a little too antsy. I was like holding my hands up trying to tell
I
him
need
to
you to
stop.
know that Max was sitting here like slow, like very visibly with body language saying, please slow down, please slow down. And unfortunately for UT Dallas, you know, you couldn't rein Grave in right there.
Yeah, he got those 2 kills, and you know he was like, I got this 3rd one in the bag. I was just like, hold it. I wish I could just calm into them. Just, you have the time. That's the one thing I think that if you're gonna take anything away from this stream, please listen to this. If you're on defense and if you're on offense and you plant the bomb, you are now on defense. Do not peek them. You do not have to peek them unless they're defusing. It is their game to play, and it's their round to lose. And unfortunately, Grave peeked in and died, and now same fate for Windows. Going to go down early into the round. A crucial death. And now Lamb going to see if he can, avenge him, but they're going to be peeking up. He's going to fire some pot shots. Nothing really happening. The Haunt goes out, misses the shot, and Grave's going to pick up KHS. They equalize it out. The tour de force is now down. Ooh, Bunny got caught healing himself, and Noble is going to pick up 1. Grave holding there 2. He's blinded, and he runs into the molly. A 2v4 for Lamb and Aetha. Let's see if they can perform some magic.
Is the match point too, and boy, is it looking rough for UTD. Aetha going down, and just like that, TAMU going to take this 4th map, and in doing so is going to take the series of this best of 5.
Yeah, very sad ending to some pretty good play from UTD. I think on maps 1, 4, and a little bit here and there, UTD looked pretty dang good.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is, the upper bracket finals, and there's a reason that UTD is here.
Yeah.
UTD is a very talented team. I think that TAMU just kind of outplayed them in certain aspects. Like, I think the teams were mechanically very well matched.
Yeah.
But I think that TAMU you could tell that they trusted the calls a little bit better, and you can also tell that they had a little bit more patience.
Yeah.
They were willing to play so much slower, and they were willing to reuse plays that were working well for them.
Yeah, I know. Looking at the scoreboard, you can see how close this was. I mean, 4 players of UTD sitting on the upper side of that leaderboard. I mean, some really great play from both teams here, and definitely a big round of applause to TAMU. They played pretty lights out. Each of them kind of had their own moments. I mean, you see Dam at the bottom of the scoreboard, but there were so many times where Dam was just a game changer.
Absolutely. And again, I said it earlier, I'm like, these controller players are showing us a masterclass in how controllers can be played. And, the utility that not only they can provide for their team, but can provide as players themselves.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even though UTD got taken down today, it is no shot against TAMU and no shot against UTD because both teams played so well. TAMU just happened to have their heads a little bit more on their shoulders.
Yeah, and that is going to be it for the broadcast. So it was 3-1. TAMU beats UTD. Big sad face. But we'll see you guys in the next broadcast. Pay attention to the Discord, the Twitter. There will be match announcement everywhere.
We're excited to see you guys in the future. Take care of yourselves as finals are coming up. Stay warm. I've been Crow. This has been Max. We're so glad you could hang out with us tonight, and have a great one.
You were calling me alive.